edition, I can go.
No. Spin. No. Curve. No. Molten core. Space. It simply can't exist. Since the sun. It's all made up. Space. As real as Narnia. Cinder claims one frame atmosphere contain gravity holding you. Zanic double speed. Reference frames rotate. Pendulum back and forth. I destroyed your spinning ball.
Busy? Why in the Sam hell do I have an advertisement for Nathan Oakley's freaking debate show on my stream? We need to have a talk. Come here. Welcome, guys. Let's get this started. Let me talk to Busy for a second. I need to scold him. Busy, I don't want to advertise the guy. Busy, seriously. You're going to get him a lot of viewers. People watch our show. They'll become flat earthers like you and him. I'm not a flat earther. My God. Oh.
In your face. There's no gravity in my house at the moment. I'm just floating around. I just gotta find a switch. Over here.
FlatEarthModels.com. Check out Chris Pontius and what he's doing. I'll probably actually show you guys the venue first, real quick, before I get into some. Actually, before I show you the venue, let me do a little juggling. Say hi, Gio.
You're gonna do a little juggling?
Say hi. All right. Good morning, guys. I want to talk to you about what I've been doing because OFPGD logo.
Yes.
DC that goes to the Federal Reserve and the Capitol building, who actually saw Hillary Clinton performing cannibalism when he was a young boy. He sort of steered me in the right direction, and then also I've gotten several subscribers who've confirmed what Aaron Golub has sent me. And so I started doing some digging, and there's a lady named Bryce Taylor. She's written a book, Thanks for the Memories. And she claims that Sylvester Stallone, I mean, it's pretty disgusting, but basically was not only having sex with underage girls when he was a young man and involved with pornography, but there was even sex with dolphins and all, even sex with dolphins and even sex with dolphins, even sex with dolphins, sex with dolphins, sex with dolphins and all sorts of vile things. So
oh my God, what has my show turned into? Oh my God. Oh hell. No. Now wait, Busy, go back to the last one. Did he say what I think he said? Play it again.
And all sorts of there's a lady named Bryce Taylor. She's written a book, Thanks for the Memories. And she claims that Sylvester Stallone, I mean, it's pretty disgusting, but basically was not only having sex with underage girls when he was a young man and involved with pornography, but there was even sex with dolphins.
That's right. The closed caption says it all. Oh, hell. I'm just going to have to quit doing this show every night. I can't. It's gotten too strange. It's gotten too crazy. No, we're entering the twilight zone of a show that's focused on entering the most extreme twilight zone every night. My heavens.
United Nations, no. Is that no? Is no. Is no. 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 It's capitalism. Half the stair.
Welcome to the nightly show. This is UNIRock Live, where I spend the entire day outside of the time that I use to make videos, put together documentaries, and make other types of things. I take all the craziness that I see throughout the day, all that stuff that I would normally set aside and say, that's not going on the show. That's not going on the show. Oh no, this definitely isn't going on the show. And I take all those clips and compile them together at night for the nightly crazy people, crazy YouTuber, crazy internet rundown. Today is going to be one of the crazier days. So you're going to have to strap in. You're going to have to ride through this crazy roller coaster of psychosis with me. We have allegations of Sylvester Stallone banging dolphins. We've got this guy claiming that his pants belong to the United Nations while juggling. We've got somebody saying that Neil deGrasse Tyson, what are you doing? Stop that. You can't do that on YouTube. Stop it, Nathan Thompson. Stop it. We've got allegations that I just lost track of the intro. Thanks, Thompson. Thanks, Nathan Thompson. If that's is that his name, Nathan Thompson? He just messed up my whole intro with that. What was that, bro? Stop showing me your booty and stop juggling, please. Okay. Let me just start over. This is our nightly show where I take all the rejected, crazy clips that don't make it into my videos and my editing, and we go live every night because I've been taking a lot more time to make videos, and you wouldn't see me that much if I didn't do a nightly show, and I love doing it anyway. It's my favorite time of the night when I get to sit down here and hang with you. I'm not even going to try to go through them. The worst thing of the night is Sylvester freaking Stallone, a group... I can't even say it out loud. A group of crazy religious fundamentalists, with many flat earthers too, are accusing Sylvester Stallone of having naughty time with dolphins. I'm trying not to say it too loud. Having naughty time with dolphins. Did you ever think I'd go live when you subscribe to my channel and tell you that people are claiming that Sylvester Stallone, Rambo's banging dolphins? No, I said it tonight, though. So we're going to break all this down. We're going to try to figure this out. We're going to try to really understand. We're going to really try to understand this breaking news, okay? I mean, good. What would you do without me? What would you do without me telling you about Sylvester Stallone's dolphin addiction? Dolphin porn addiction. Okay, that's it. I quit. No, show's done. I'm out of here. It got too crazy for me. All right. I'm just kidding. I'm prepared for this. I work all day long trying to get myself psyched up to handle the nightly show. I can do this. I can process the Sylvester Stallone dolphin porn thing. I can do it. Okay. I have to have confidence in myself. I have to be ready for this kind of crazy. Welcome. It is September 29th, 2019, 11:07 on the East Coast of the glorious United States of America. And as always, wherever you're from is glorious too. Been to many different countries. Loved the people in every single one of them. Thanks for coming. Let's just roll into it. There's really not a good intro. There's no good intro for tonight. Nothing I could say could prepare us for what's about to happen, I guess. Right? Thanks for being here, y'all. Let's get started. Let's just do this. Hit it. Did he do it on I can't even say it. Did he do it on purpose? He just may have. The jokes that we're going to have after tonight, it'll be wonderful. I must say, this show is where it's at, y'all. This show is where it's at. We are setting records on YouTube. We are setting records bringing you this breaking news. Okay. One last thing. Don't judge me. Don't judge me for what you're about to hear. It's not my fault. It's theirs. You know what? We're not even going to start with the Sylvester Stallone thing. We got to work our way up to it. I can't even go there yet. I cannot. It's like I'm joking. It's like I'm joking about what's going to be on the show. We're not even going to go there. Well, let's start over here. So, those of you know that certain conspiracy tropes take weight over others. And one weird thing that's happened is that flat earthers have turned Neil deGrasse Tyson into a superstar. A lot of people would say, but UNIRock, he's already a superstar. No, he's not. He's a damn science guy that goes around teaching kids about and trying to get people like hyped up for science. He's not a superstar. He's not a celebrity. And the only reason people consider him to be one is because conspiracy crazies put so much weight on him. They pay so much attention to Neil deGrasse Tyson that he gets a celebrity status from it. Now, one of the tropes inside the flat earth community is that Neil deGrasse Tyson is a unintelligent fraud. And by the way, I don't know. I said this on D Live when I was prepping for the show. I don't know a single normal person who talks about Neil deGrasse Tyson more than once or twice every couple years, right? Flat earthers talk about this dude all day, every day. I hear his name on flat earth content, flat earth videos, every other freaking video. So we're going to take a look at truth in your face. We got the truth in your face, y'all. Now, keep in mind that word right there is in the title. Truth. If you find a channel with truth in the name of it, 1 out of 100 channels with truth in the name of it might be okay to watch, but the other 99, they gonna lie to you. That's why they put the word truth in there. 10 proofs Neil deGrasse Tyson is an unintelligent fraud. And this is not an endorsement of Neil deGrasse Tyson, but it's also no shade thrown at the guy. I don't see any issue with him. He's like, you know, what's the other guy they always make fun of? Neil deGrasse Tyson, and then the other guy. I don't remember his name. It'll come to me. Take it away, truth in your face.
Hey guys, Roscoe here. Truth in your face. There's no gravity in my house at the moment, so I'm just floating. But I just gotta find the switch. It's over here.
Funny. That was
Well, gravity
funny.
back. That's because I work for NASA. I can do that shit.
You work for NASA. That's why you can do that stuff. Well, you are wearing a NASA t-shirt. You're going to scare your subscribers away, buddy. You don't have the type of subscribers that like those NASA t-shirts. My subscribers like NASA t-shirts. I'm actually going to order one on Amazon this week. Keep going.
I had work balance in 1 week.
I can't understand him.
Neil deGrasse
You wore yourself out, truth in your face. You got to train for these bits. You got to be like me and busy. You got to train every day for your comedy bits at night, or else you're going to be winded after you do them.
Tyson, what a fucking wanker. And a liar.
Let me translate. He said Neil deGrasse Tyson is a beep wanker.
And a retard.
And a retard. His word, not mine.
I'm going to give you 10 reasons why.
And he's going to give you 10 reasons why. Now, truth in your face, they better be good. We're not going to go into this and discover that you are the wanker. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in the first example, is it?
And all those 10 reasons are from one episode of the Joe Rogan show, which he was on the other day. And I hated.
Oh, man, dude, this closed captions are not agreeing with you. He said Joe Rogan, not Gyro Teacher. How did they get Gyro Teacher out of Joe Rogan? I don't know.
Mustache. Fucking stupid.
Well, wait. Did you just say you hate math? I think we're starting to figure this guy out. You hate math, and you hate Neil deGrasse Tyson, and you get winded doing your comedy routines in the beginning of your videos. 3 facts we know about you.
Fucking, we're not in the 70s anymore, man.
I didn't even understand it.
Mustache.
Oh, he's got a cool mustache. Well, I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Cool mustache. Get a cool mustache. Oh, Benjamin had a cool mustache. I had a cool mustache once.
You had a cool mustache. I'm saying this because I can't barely hear him. His audio's horrible. Truth in yo face. I got to remember to do that. Truth in yo face. Had a cool mustache once, he says.
But not fucking a Neil deGrasse Tyson mustache. Get the fuck out.
What?
Anyway,
You got a dirty mouth, truth in your face. You got a dirty mouth.
We'll start off with his favourite painting, the stuff.
Just talking. You're running out of breath just talking, truth in your face. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson could probably have read everything you just said without getting winded, but hey, I forgot he's a wanker. Well, look at that. He edited in some nice little audio there. He put in a neat little slide that says number 1, The Starry Night. Hey, he put some effort into this, man. I hope it's great content to match the effort you put in.
And listen to what he says.
What I like about Starry Night, it's not what Van Gogh saw that night. It's what he felt.
Okay, so the painting, Starry Night, it's not what Van Gogh saw, it's what Van Gogh felt. Okay, so that's Neil deGrasse Tyson, 2019. It's not what he saw, it's what he felt.
How do you know what he felt?
Because this is not a representation of reality.
Okay. So let's focus on that last statement. He's saying the painting is not a representation of reality, and that's how he knows that Van Gogh is illustrating a feeling in his painting. Good statement. Nothing wrong there. What do you got for me, truth in yo face? What do you got for me here, buddy?
Pretty sure no one ever would think, that looks like reality.
Well, exactly. That's why Neil deGrasse Tyson literally just said it doesn't match reality.
The only time that would look like reality is if you're on acid.
The only time that would look like reality is, you must know, huh? How much of it have you done? Truth in your face. How much of that have you done, truth in your face? We're learning something else about you. That's fact number 4 we've got about you.
But then, almost in the next sentence, Neil deGrasse Wanker says this.
Now hold the front door. You said that this would prove that he's an unintelligent fraud. I don't care if he's an unintelligent fraud or not. By the way, I don't care what you think about Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's not a celebrity. He's just a science guy that goes around and does sciencey stuff on shows and stuff. But I do have to nitpick with you for a second, truth in your face, because you haven't shown me anything unintelligent the man has said yet. He made a good point. You've actually taught me that Neil deGrasse Tyson made a good point.
Done an analysis of like where he must have been.
Yeah, that's well known. Yeah, he was in a real place.
And so that
he
really
didn't pull this
would
out
be...
of his ass, right? I mean, it was
Right.
he painted what he saw.
Oh, hang on. So it's a representation of reality because he painted what he saw.
No. He never said it was a representation of reality. You are trying to say that he said that when he said the opposite. He said it wasn't a representation of reality, but he based it on something that he saw with his eyes. It's so easy to get this truth in your face. I don't know how you're missing it.
But obviously it's not a representation of reality because...
Yes, because Neil deGrasse Tyson said that with his own mouth. What are you doing, bro? Why are you picking on this?
Unless you're on acid, of course, but...
Okay, you brought up acid again.
Is it really, or isn't it Neil deGrasse Tyson?
He said it wasn't. What do you mean, is it or isn't it? He said it wasn't. He was pretty clear about this, truth in your face. For somebody named Truth in Your Face, you have a pretty hard time discerning the truth that is in your face.
Double speaking wanker.
Whoa. I need a sound effect, tires screeching, record scratching. How about just a sound effect? What do you mean you don't have any sound effects? I pay you to do sound effects every night. Oh, hell no. Mute my mic. Mute my mic right now. Am I muted? Why in the Sam hell did you sell our soundboard with all the sound effects? Busy, I told you. No. Stop buying crack. Stop selling our equipment for your crack. Okay, unmute me. I'm back, guys. Sorry. Whoa, wee wow. Now hold on a minute. Truth in your face. You're telling me that was your number one? So your number one, if I went back and just logically thought through it, Neil deGrasse Tyson literally says it's not a representation of reality. You question him in saying that and then act like he did say it was a representation of reality. That's your number one. That makes you look like an idiot. How am I going to say that? Well, okay, here we go. Because you are lying about what he said. But you are calling your channel Truth in Your Face. Number two better be really good, bro, or I'm just going to quit the playback now and we're going to move on. And we would have believed you, Truth in Your Face. If you could have given us some good examples, I would have believed this about Neil deGrasse Tyson, but you're messing it all up, dude.
Number two. Also, with the Starry Night painting, listen to what he says about the moon.
Oh, hold the front door. What now? Are you trying to talk fast? Or are you smashing words together on purpose? Blottity, blottity, doodly, doodly, something about the moon.
By the way, that is a real...
Oh my God, bro. And then you start playing the clip. Hold on. I got to hear this again. I have no clue what he said. I'm not... this isn't a shtick. I really don't know what he said.
Number two.
Okay.
Also, with the Starry Night painting, listen to what he says about the moon.
Oh, also with the Starry Night painting, listen to what he said about the moon. And that literally is at the same tempo that you said it. Slow down, dude. But this technically isn't number two. Truth in Your Face. This isn't number two because the last one you didn't count. It wasn't a point. It was just BS. This is number one.
By the way, that is a real evening. So that's... Sorry, it's not even the evening. It's early morning. The crescent moon, when it's that orientation, means this is before sunrise. And that white object lower on the horizon, that's sort of glowy, that's very likely Venus. And that enables us to trace what's over what set of weeks.
That's a great point. You know, Truth in Your Face, I'm starting to get a little shocked. You're showing me things that he's saying that are interesting, that I don't mind hearing, that impress me that another human being had these observations about this painting. You're doing the opposite for Neil deGrasse Tyson than what your title states. But you better give it to me here, dude. Come on.
This painting was actually painted.
Now, when we do our own fact-checking...
I can barely follow what the dude's saying. He just said, when we do a little fact-checking, okay?
We find this. The moon in the painting would not have been in the crescent phase. In reality, it would have been gibbous, or about 3/4 full.
What are you reading from? Okay. Physical Joe Luss Argon compared the turbulent play of light on dark, which works as Starry Night, to the mathematical impression of turbulence in such a natural occurrence. Okay, so it's like a critical analysis of Starry Night. An analyst of Starry Night emphasized the symbolism of the... Okay. So your point is number 8. You like numbering things, don't you? The moon in the painting would not have been in the crescent phase as shown at the time Van Gogh painted Starry Night. In reality, it would have been gibbous, or about 3/4 full. So what, man? He was not making the point of when it was painted. He didn't try to state when or what season it was painted in. He was saying you can look at the moon and the way he painted it. You can look at Venus and where he put it, and you could get kind of an estimation of when it was painted, what time of the year it was painted. I think all of us got that point. Why are you having such a hard time with it? Come on, Truth in Your Face. Come on, Truth in Your Face. Give it to me. Come on.
Gibbous, or about 3/4 full. The moon at that time was a gibbous 3/4 moon, not a crescent moon, like you're trying to tell the audience, you fucking...
Whoa. He wasn't trying to tell the audience that it was a crescent moon. He was just talking about how the moon looked and then trying to make not a point about what moon it was, but a point about how you can tell when he painted it. I mean, dude, are you lost here? What did you take too much of that acid you keep talking about? How are you messing this up so bad?
Number 3.
What are you doing? Number 2 doesn't make him look unintelligent or fraudulent in any way. Number 2 was an impressive fact that I would have never observed looking at the Starry Night painting. I've seen it a million times, and never once did I think that I could estimate the time that Van Gogh painted this. Dude, what is going on here? Dude, these flat earthers are crazy. I'm going to give you one more chance. Truth in your face. Truth in your face. You got one more chance. Number 1 didn't work out, and number 2 sucked. You better give me a good number 3. And I don't think it's going to be good because it says elect the sheep. Oh, hell.
Here's a statement which proves that his idea, his way of thinking is the people to elect the government are the people that will listen to what they're being told and just accept it. Don't question it.
Okay, now I'm going to try to translate what you just said. So you're saying that he's about to make a point. You're telling us what the point is, and it is that people that are elected don't question what they're being told. They just listen. Huh. Maybe if I hear him say it, it will make him seem unintelligent and fraudulent. Let's try. Let's try it out.
Just listen to what you're being told.
I'm listening.
And accept it.
Oh.
And then we'll elect you into government if you'll do that.
That's not what matters.
That's not what... Oh, fuck.
What matters is, in a free country, that you elect officials who are not.
Officials.
Yes, you elect...
Okay, we don't know what they were talking about up to now. You got to listen from now.
Elect people who are scientifically literate.
Yes.
They don't have to be scientists.
He says you should elect people that are scientifically literate, and they don't have to be scientists. Check, okay.
And if they're not scientifically literate, they should be self-aware of that.
Okay, and if they're not scientifically literate, they should know that about themselves. They should be cognizant of the fact that they're not, all right?
And then listen to people who are.
Right.
Oh, and then listen to people who are. So if they're not scientifically literate, they at least know that they're not, and then listen to people that are. That makes so much sense. In fact, I agree with him completely. Holy shit, bro. This video has the exact opposite effect of what it's trying to do, because he swears he's trying to make Neil deGrasse Tyson look like an unintelligent fraud, but dude, you better give me some great point to why that statement meant that, because it was a smart statement. I agree with that statement. Again.
So he must push that narrative to keep people, the people in power must be puppets. They must listen and accept. Yeah.
Wait a second now. That's not what he said. He didn't say anything about people that get elected must listen to everything. He was stating that if they don't know the details, the hard facts, the complicated things about the scientific things that they're talking about as politicians, they should accept advice from politicians. Bro. Come on. Really? Really? Oh my God, I wasn't good. I shouldn't even go on. Truth in your face. Truth in your... I shouldn't even go on right now. You had failed your first 3 points. But the next title card is shining through, and it says ice skating physics. And if I wasn't so morbidly curious about what you're about to say next, I would close the video. This is your last chance.
Number 4, ice skating physics. Yeah,
oh, shit.
My favorite. He talks about this physics of ice skating. Listen to what he says about...
Okay, now... All right. Okay. Well, I don't know much about the physics of ice skating, but I'm going to... For the sake of trying to get along with you, truth in your face, I'll attempt to hear him out.
About ice skating physics.
This is why you can ice skate. Why can you skate on ice? Because the edge...
I don't know why I can skate on ice, but I'd love to know. I hope he tells me. It would make him appear to be intelligent and knowledgeable if he does accurately explain why I can skate on ice, but okay.
The edge of the blade is very high pressure on the ice, and it's melting a bead of water. And you're actually gliding on water when you're skating.
That is very interesting. You know, unintelligent frauds typically don't tell me facts about life, even random ones, that are this interesting. You've got some work to do. Truth in your face. Truth in your face. You had better have something really great to say on this one.
You're not skating on slippery ice. Your entire body weight is being held up on a very narrow surface area of the blade, so the pressure is extreme. What makes it so slippery on ice skates is because you're moving on a bead of water that freezes right behind you as you go past it.
You know what's even more meta about what he just said? I think I can see what he's saying. I've ice skated very rarely, but I've done it a couple times. And have you ever had your foot like wiggle around, like it's like your ankle is like going wah wah wah, because it's like all the pressure on your ankle from trying to stand on this little thin thing on the ice. In fact, that was one of the smartest things I've ever heard said about ice skating in general. How does this make him look like an unintelligent fraud? Last chance, truth in your face. Give it to me.
So, let's do our own research
Oh, hell no.
about ice skating physics, and this is what we find.
Oh, hell no. Oh, goodness.
It has long been believed that ice is slippery because the pressure of an object in contact with it causes a thin layer to melt. The hypothesis was that the blade of an ice skate exerting pressure on the ice melts a thin layer, providing lubrication between the ice and the blade. This explanation, called pressure melting, originated in the 19th century. This, however, did not account for skating on ice temperatures lower than 3.5 degrees Celsius, where skaters often skate on lower temperature ice.
Wait. So you're admitting that what he just said for normal ice skating is absolutely true. Then you go on to say this is not true, though, for temperatures under, you got me there, okay? So, I hate to break the news, truth in your face, but that is basically saying that he's correct. If it only applies to extreme temperatures, then what he said about skating in normal temperatures is correct.
Ice. Old theories make no sense. Because ice is less dense than liquid water, its melting point is lowered under high pressures. A long-standing theory says that this was what causes ice to be slippery. As you step on it, the pressure of your weight causes the top layer to melt into water.
Yeah, but you just admitted that that is what happens, just not at very low temperature. I'm just going off of what you said. I don't even know. I don't know anything about this. I'm not going to look up ice skating. I'm going off of what you read. I'm going off of what he said. And we just heard you say that it only applies to extremely low temperatures.
I think everybody agrees that this cannot possibly be. The pressure wouldn't be so extreme you can't even achieve it by putting an elephant on high heels.
For extremely low pressures. That's what the article said.
Another theory says that the heat created by friction when you move across the ice produces a layer of water. However, ice is not only slippery when you are moving, as anyone who tries to stand on ice skates for the first time quickly discovers.
Well, now you're giving me just way too much information. I already heard you state that what he said is true as long as it's not extremely low temperatures. Can you move on?
The water layer theory doesn't make much sense. So Neil deGrasse Tyson, you're a fucking retard and a liar, and you have no fucking idea about ice skating physics.
Okay, well, hold on now. We got to break this down. For one, I don't care what he knows about ice skating physics. He's not going around lecturing about ice skating physics. He lectures about black holes and space and stuff like that, which, by the way, has nothing to do with ice skating physics. And on a podcast like Joe Rogan's, he's just going to sit down and just basically talk and not care if he gets something wrong or right. You know, if he was lecturing, you'd have a point, but he's not. So taking that into account, I would say if you were right about the ice skating thing completely, you don't even have a point. But even more so, we just heard from your own article that what you stated, that exception applies to very low temperatures. You failed the test, truth in your face. And that brings me into the first point of tonight. The entire truth situation in social media. You've got all these people out there who claim they have some kind of hidden truth, or that they've got secret information and they're going to deliver it to you slowly every day through these videos. Because if they give it to you all at once, you'd have an aneurysm and you'd have a truth meltdown. So come back to their videos, click their videos, watch every second of their videos twice sometimes. That way you get the secret information red-pilled to you in small doses and you don't overdose on it. And that's happening all across Twitter, all across YouTube. This guy, well, his name of his channel is Truth in Your Face. Every time I look into a YouTube channel with the word truth involved in the name of the channel, this happens. They end up being wrong, or they end up getting so woo-wooed, they get lost in the woo. So tonight's underlying theme for my show is lost in the woo. Now, typically, for my longtime viewers know, I never really tell you my underlying theme every show, but you end up being able to tell that every one of my shows are made with an underlying theme. So I'm going to tell it to you tonight because I don't think people understand my show. I don't think that some of the flat earthers out there really understand my show or what I do, so I'm going to be a little more forthcoming tonight. We got a lot of stuff to get into, though, so I'll make a final statement to Truth in Your Face. Why are you picking on Neil deGrasse Tyson when this is all you have? It's really weak. Of course it's because the conspiracy trope of Neil deGrasse Tyson being wrong, or him being an agent, or like some kind of member of a truth mafia lying about the shape of the globe, it's a popular trope in the flat earth movement. And you know, as I've shown you, the flat earth movement is nothing more than a collection of the viral moments since its inception on the internet. As, let's say, the thought of hating Neil deGrasse Tyson, or boats disappearing from the bottom up, or any other popular thing, you can look back into the past of flat earth and find that it went viral at some point, and that's why people use it so much now. It's like they're stuck in the past and they miss those viral videos so much that they use all those points now in all their videos and in their theories, even though they've all been completely debunked, right? The part about Neil deGrasse Tyson being an unintelligent fraud cannot be debunked because he's a person and it's an opinion. And that's what's so ironic coming from a channel named Truth in Your Face. Let's move on. So, I have a lot of problems with my next video. I mean, there are so many problems with this next video. I could probably name them. I could just start naming them and just go on and go on and go on. Well, it's from the YouTube channel Hoodwinked by an Angel, Michael Fazio. 18.5 thousand subscribers. Hoodwinked by an Angel, Michael Fazio. Problem number one. That is one weird name for a channel. Title: Giant aliens abduct 7 little people from the bottom of flat earth and reprogram them to mine element 115. It's like a soup of conspiracy goodness. It's like a crazy, crazy soup. That's my second problem, is the title of the video. Wow. Somebody actually had to type that into their YouTube channel. Somebody typed, in all caps, by the way, giant aliens abduct 7 little people from the bottom of flat earth and reprogram them to mine element 115. What the hell is going on? None of this looks right. None of this looks right. Now, we can get into the content of the video. He starts off the video before you see him. Before you see him, what he does is he takes a giant bite of food, a huge bite of food, fills his mouth up with something. And before he starts chewing, he hits record. Then he starts chewing. And then he tells us about the giant aliens abduct 7 little people from the bottom of the flat Earth and reprogram them to mine element 115. After this, I promise we'll talk about Sylvester Stallone and his fetishes. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, once you see that the Earth is...
Dude, you just swallowed 4 times. Whatever the hell you put in your mouth before you hit the record button, you just swallowed 4 times. You could have swallowed 4 times and then hit the record button. Damn it. I hate when people do this.
What? You will realize...
It's just one of my nitpicks, guys. It's just, I'm a nitpicky person, I guess.
That the story that you have been told, that the Earth appears to be a ball from space, which are nothing more than CGI images.
Oh my God, I cannot tell you how many times just today, I've seen new videos uploaded to YouTube that state that every image of space, every image of the Earth is a composite. No. There are even pictures at the moon, when they went to the moon in one of those missions, where they didn't make composites, they just took photographs. There are real photographs of Earth and the moon up close. They're not all composites. I'm sorry to get so frustrated by this, but I can't stop hearing people say it.
And billions of dollars spent on those CGI images.
Holes mis amigos. So what?
You'll understand.
When I get really angry, I start speaking French. I'm sorry.
And that the Earth is not, in fact, a ball.
What, Busy? Oh, come on. You nitpick like I nitpick. I'm sorry. I start speaking Spanish when I get mad, according to Mr. Busy over there. Mr. Busy with a 40 ounce in one hand and a crack pipe in the other. You think you could tell me how to talk? Nobody can even understand you. I'm not arguing with you right now. I'm not doing it.
So what we are going to talk about now are giant aliens.
Oh, hell, in a purple Japanese handbasket. I apologize. I've had to replace all my curse words with other words. And so I try before the show to think up other words I'm going to use, but they all go out the window once I start streaming. So normally I would be cursing right now, but I can't due to the YouTube algorithm. And we're going to talk about that tonight, too. If you're a content creator, stick around. I don't want to put it on my screen yet. There is new data that's been mined by very smart people to stop you from being demonetized when you upload to YouTube. So if you're a content creator and you're a YouTube partner or you want to be in the future, watch this video because we're going to get there later in the show. Now, back to you, Charlie Brown. How can you tell me what composites are or are not before you state we're going to talk about giant aliens?
Going to talk about the giant aliens.
Exactly. Now, nothing you said about those pictures. Nothing. I don't have to listen to any of it now.
Because they have recently abducted 7 gnomes.
Gnomes. So the aliens are giant, and the 7 abductees are gnomes. I'm intrigued. Please go on. Okay.
Which were their original titles. But
which was their original titles? Being a gnome is their title? Now I'm confused.
Now they prefer to be called little fellas.
Okay. Every 5 words, I have to slow down and process this shit. So the aliens are giant, the abductees are gnomes, but they prefer to be called little fellas. Not little people, little fellas. Surprisingly, I'm actually with you. I'm following this. I don't know how, but...
So these gnomes have been abducted for genetic experimentation.
You just said they prefer to be called little fellas. Stop demeaning the gnomes there. Hoodwinked by an angel, Michael Fazio. Hold on, I'm rewinding 10 seconds. This guy is priceless. Okay, hold on. Stop breaking character, UNIRock. Okay.
Which were their original titles. Now they prefer to be called little fellas. So these gnomes have been abducted for genetic experimentation.
So they're the seven giant wait. The giant aliens are abducting the 7 gnomes that prefer to be called little fellas, not little people, little fellas, for genetic experiments. This is getting exciting.
In order for the giant reptilian aliens to take a DNA sample from their sphincter muscles.
What? Wait, what? They're what muscles? You didn't just say what I think you said, did you? I haven't watched this yet, okay? I've only seen the beginning. As soon as I saw the beginning, I'm like, that's going in the show. Wait a minute. Stop the presses. Did you say sphincter? He said sphincter. Sorry, Rachel's over there like shaking her head laughing. Yeah, he said sphincter.
Reptilian aliens. To take
now they're by the way, if I wasn't so shocked by the use of the word sphincter, I would have focused in on the fact that the giant aliens just became reptilian, but what else would they be, of course? Okay.
DNA sample from their sphincter muscles.
Oh yeah, you said sphincter. You did. I knew I wasn't hearing things. Hey, I'm used to this shit by now. This is my show. This is what we do. Sylvester Stallone has an obsession with dolphins, and giant reptilian aliens are taking DNA from people's sphincter muscles. What else could go wrong tonight?
And date those DNA samples to a time before time.
Oh, God. Okay, so you're just freaking crazy, bro. You're just crazy. So why did... Okay, problem. Pause it, busy. Problem. The sphincter muscle DNA is dated to a time before time? Would the rest of their DNA also be dated to a time? And if it was, why do they focus on the sphincter? I would have to assume that they're focusing on the sphincter because it's the only muscles in the body that date back to a time before time. So they have immortal bum-bums? I'm losing my fucking mind with this shit. And I'm not supposed to curse. I just ruined my demonetization. Demonetized. Okay.
And to go...
Good job, hoodwinked by an angel, Michael Fazio. You just got me demonetized.
Go back in time
by making
and
me
to
curse.
Correct the genetic defect.
Stop. Okay, try again. Slow down, damn it. I'm trying to process this.
Those DNA samples to a time before time. And to go back in time and to correct the genetic defect in the what is now called gnomes, and what is called, for the time being, the Dave from Little Testes, Texas.
I can't talk. I tried to talk a second ago. That's what I was trying to do. But nothing came out. Oh my God. This is the first video that I've been speechless. I've seen so much crazy shit in the last couple years doing this show, but I just, like, no joke, became speechless. I always say that. I'm speechless. No, I couldn't talk a few seconds ago. I'm not even going to try. Dave from Testes, Texas. Oh my God, something's wrong with this shit, bro. It just got bad. This shit just got evil on me.
Testes are similar to testicles.
Similar? So they're different things, but they're similar? Oh my God.
Okay, so these genetic samples are required because apparently the giant reptilians need DNA samples of the things they wish to change.
Why? Why? Hoodwinked by an angel, Michael Fazio. Why? Now I'm gonna have to sub to you because you are a YouTuber's dream. What? I'm not even trying anymore. Just keep going, hoodwinked.
So that they can go back to the first DNA sampling of those things. So in everybody's history, the DNA begins somewhere.
Oh, God.
So the giant aliens have, in fact, abducted 7 little gnomes
Oh, hell, wait. A commenter in the live chat actually made an excellent observation. Fazio, what happened to the left side of your head? And after reading that, I just noticed, yeah, what did happen to the left side of your head, Fazio? And what's with the soccer ball? I just noticed this. He's been talking such crazy shit for the last 10 minutes. Or how many? 2 minutes. Oh my God, it felt like an eternity. He's been talking so much craziness for the last 2 minutes. I failed to notice that he's holding a multicolored soccer ball by his head. This is a real YouTube video. You guys think that I'm joking or something, don't you? UNIRock makes these. There's no way these videos are too crazy. UNIRock makes these and uploads them himself. No, I don't. This is uploaded today, streamed live, 214 views, hoodwinked by an angel, Michael Fazio. What do you think about that?
Are related to the little fellows and, of course, the oldest little fellow. And they have that DNA sample. However, Pennsylvania trucker threw a wrench.
Wait, now, see, look, Dave, you've just taken it into La La Land. Pennsylvania trucker threw a wrench. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you like another minute because I can't handle this kind of crazy.
Into this entire process a few weeks ago.
The Pennsylvania trucker
he stopped the flow of juju beans to the gnomes.
All right, we're done. He stopped the flow of juju beams to the gnomes. The juju beans. Well, damn it, those truckers from Pennsylvania. Okay, we're moving to the next video. I can't help myself. I have to hear another couple seconds. This is fascinating.
Okay, so I'm going to go to my notes now because
your notes. Holy shit, we're not going anywhere. I got to hear what these notes say.
It gets a little complicated, and I want to.
If it's going to get more complicated than it already is, yeah, you definitely need notes.
It to you in an orderly fashion.
Well, thank you, Michael. Michael Fazio. I couldn't handle it any other way.
First, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to open up a window where I can see the chat.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, like, you know, to another reality. That already obviously has happened, though. But
I also want you to be aware that you are welcome, in fact, to ask questions.
Oh, we're going to have to go live then. We're going to have to go live when you're live sometime and just ask you questions. That'd be such a good show.
Now, I have a question before I go any further.
You want to ask me a question? Okay.
About another venue. There's a venue that I have heard about, and this request comes from the Vela, not from the Fazio. There's another venue that apparently the flock, who admire, shall we say, or attribute some sort of great power to the Dave.
To the Dave?
He has a following of several dozen people that...
You know, I would end the video right now, but I think he's going to go somewhere with this. I think he knows what he's talking... I know it's crazy, but I think he knows what he's talking about.
Actually, they refer to him as the king of hate. Now, I don't know whether or not that's true because I don't watch his life.
Are you talking about Dark Side Phil? Because they call him the king of hate.
It go by. So, but he was apparently on some sort of venue that they interact with one another.
Yeah.
And they exchange information. And I actually it was sent to me in a request from the Vela Zone to find.
I don't know what a Vela Zone is. I've been with you the whole time through the Pennsylvania truckers, through the reptilian aliens, through the abducted gnomes that prefer to be called little fellas. What is a Vela Zone, though?
Find out the name of that venue. Hello, Sasha. Welcome to the machine.
The machine.
What happened to the left side of my head? Nothing. I got a haircut, dude.
What is on your glasses, though, Michael? I just saw that.
It's freaking hot here in the summertime. Here, I'll show it to you. What I need to do is shut...
That's a rockin' haircut.
That curtain. Let me put that globe away.
Oh, it's his glasses. The light came through his glasses and it made it look red. Okay. Okay. Look, I don't have time tonight. Normally, we would watch more of this and go on a crazy roller coaster ride. But I don't have time tonight. Well, you know what we'll do? We're going to set this video aside. This is gold. This is what you call YouTube commentary gold. When you find it, we're going to set this to the side because next up, Sylvester Stallone. A YouTuber is claiming, well, a group of a bunch of people, including flat earths and religious fundamentalists, are claiming that Sylvester Stallone has a dolphin problem. A sexual one. Now, busy? You know about rule 26. Yep. That's right. We need some good music if we want to hear this idiot talk. That's great. This is a reoccurring red pill to pay the bill all-star, a complete fraud, and he had this to say today.
I always correct myself when I realize that I've made an error, so I'm going to make a correction.
You don't. You never correct yourself when you make an error. I'm going to correct you right now with a correction. You never correct yourself. Every one of your videos is a factual error. Continue.
I did say that Sylvester Stallone was clean. I thought he was clean. I thought he was someone who had not. But both Aaron Golub, who was the SRA survivor that I interviewed last fall, who exposed the tunnels beneath Washington, D.C.
Well, see, there you go again. He did not expose the tunnels beneath Washington, D.C., but continue. I'm going to correct you when you lie.
That go to the Federal Reserve and the Capitol building, who actually saw Hillary Clinton performing cannibalism when he was a young boy.
No, he did not. He lied to you, and you went ahead and put it on your show anyway.
He sort of steered me in the right direction, and then also...
Once again, no, he did not steer you in the right direction. He steered you in the wrong direction. Continue.
So I've gotten several subscribers who've confirmed what Aaron Golub has sent me. And so I started doing some digging, and there's a lady named Bryce Taylor. She's written a book, Thanks for the Memories. And she claims that Sylvester Stallone... I mean, it's pretty disgusting, but basically was not only having sex with underage girls when he was a young man.
Well, I don't believe you there either. I know of no claimed victim to Sylvester Stallone, and I find you again just naming random celebrities that are in the limelight right now and trying to make a giant claim about them so that you can get some views and some clicks because you're clickbaiting. I don't believe that about Sylvester Stallone. Continue.
And involved with pornography, but there was even sex with dolphins and all.
Well, that's right. This is DNAJ Line 7, one of the craziest red pill to pay the bill all-stars. Red pilling to pay the bills is where you lie and attempt to throw out red pills like Nathan Oakley does, like all the Q guys do, like all the pizza people do. I'm wearing this shirt to trigger the pizza people right now. Of course, it's a cat inside of a pizza box. I know they'll have some kind of crazy conspiracy to make up about me after wearing this shirt, but whatever. Where was I? He's a red pill to pay the bill all-star. He's conned and lied and schemed about so many different celebrities, ironically, right when they're getting some attention. Now, some of you are going to say, but UNIRock, what the hell's been going on with Sylvester Stallone? I haven't heard his name in a long time. Well, he just did a movie, but let's just wipe that off the table because that happened a couple months ago, so it's not going to help him to bring up Sylvester right now. One thing Sylvester is doing right now, though, on Netflix, on Hulu, and on several other streaming services, Sylvester Stallone's older movies are being promoted. And I know this because I've been watching them. Ironically, me and Rachel, at the end of the night, a couple nights this week, and I said this on DLive a couple nights ago, sat down and watched some old 90s, 80s, 90s, and you know, some movies. We just happened to watch Demolition Man with Sandra Bullock, Wesley Snipes, and the star of the movie, Sylvester Stallone. I don't know what this Dolphin shit's about, but he's getting a huge pushback from it. People are tired of him doing this. Thank God, because he said so many different celebrities' names, always has these crazy things that they're doing where there's no evidence for it whatsoever. And of course, even though this guy gets up there and says that he backs Trump and he believes in the Constitution, when it comes to these celebrities, they are guilty until proven innocent with DNAJ Line 7. So you better be able to back up Sylvester Stallone banging dolphins, because I think if he was, we would have heard about it by now.
All sorts of vile things. So I've gone and done some digging on this because I know people can say anything about anyone. So
you're going to tell me right now in this chair, you've been doing digging on whether or not Sylvester Stallone is banging dolphins. Where has your life gone, DNAJ Line 7? Where do you get in life to wind up digging into and doing a research project involving Sylvester Stallone and a sexual relationship with dolphins?
you got to make sure this is stuff. But it looks like, unfortunately, it looks like these accusations about Sylvester Stallone that happened when he was younger are true.
Now, normally this is the motherfucker. Normally this is the time of the video playback where I would say he's trolling. I would just call it a troll. I would tell you he's not being serious. But he is. That's the sick part about this guy. He is trying to be serious in saying this. So where's your evidence? That means for you to determine that this is true and that he's done these things to these poor dolphins. By the way, don't the dolphins kind of deserve it? Have you ever heard what dolphins do to people? Bad joke? Okay, sorry, take that back. Anyway, it's a bit busy. Don't put shit like that on my teleprompter anymore. Don't put it on my teleprompter anymore. I want to see the... I kind of don't want to see the evidence, but morbidly, I kind of do want to see the evidence. But what evidence do you have? You just said it's true, which means you have evidence to confirm it. How do you know Sylvester Stallone got freaky with the dolphins?
And, so unfortunately, it looks like he definitely was a satanic pedophile. I don't know if he's still engaged in this stuff or not presently, but...
I would rewind and have you re-say that, but it's a very high likelihood that this segment alone is going to get me demonetized horribly. But you just said that he probably definitely is that. For you to determine that he's that, though, you'd need evidence. And you know how this process works, and you know what I'm going to say about you in a minute. What's your evidence, Ding Dong?
I needed to correct the record and unfortunately do that. I still think John Voight is clean. I know.
Don't change the subject to John Voight, which ironically, if you're going to say Sylvester Stallone isn't whatever, but you're going to say John Voight. Wait, I'm sorry. You're going to say Stallone is, but you're going to say John Voight isn't. Like, seriously, bro? Out of the two, you would think John Voight would be the bad guy. But keep going.
I know people are saying, well, what about his daughter? Guys, you can't blame the sins of the daughter on the father.
What did Angelina Jolie do? What did she do? Are you going to tell us? Please, unburden yourself.
You don't know that the father had anything to do with how his daughter has behaved and acted.
What did she do? We don't even know what Angelina Jolie did. You're acting like we know.
And all this stuff.
Anyone in the chat know what Angelina Jolie did? Weird question, I know, but anybody know what Angelina Jolie did? Somebody type it. Somebody tell me what Angelina Jolie did.
And yeah, I do believe she's a woman. I do not think that his father, John Voight, somehow way back when had her changed to a man. I think that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And I, because you brought it up, would love to talk about this crazy conspiracy theory. Have you ever heard about the Mangelina conspiracy theory? And don't tell me it's not a real conspiracy theory. There are just loads of videos on YouTube. Remember Conspiracies by Hans? Remember him? He's been on Simon Dan. He's been on every debunking channel, Conspiracies. He says that Angelina is a Mangelina. This is crazy. Have you ever seen Hackers? Have you ever seen any of her early movies? The first movies that she played in, she was completely naked. Completely naked. Do you hear what I'm saying? Completely. There's a movie called Geely or like Gigi or something like that where she plays a model. What is it? Gia. I'm sorry. There's a movie called Gia And she plays a model, and she's young and beautiful and completely naked throughout the entire thing almost. You can go watch it. It's not like it's not a porn or anything. How in the world are you going to say that back when she was like 20, that she looked like that, but she was a Mangelina? It's a dumb conspiracy. Anyway, this Sylvester Stallone banging dolphins is dumber than that one, DNAJ Line 7. You're trying to say you believe a conspiracy that's dumber than the Mangelina conspiracy theory, dude. She's a leftist, and that's now a crime, says Adorable Snowflake. She was also naked in the Hitman movie. You mean what was the name of it? What was the name of the movie? I don't want to know for any reason, or I don't want to watch it. Okay, I'm going to get smacked after this. Moving on.
Hallelujah. So I'm correcting the record on that.
You didn't correct the record on anything. All you did was go live yesterday or the day before and say that Sylvester Stallone is clean. He's not doing anything wrong. Then you get an email from a psycho out on the internet, and I don't even know if you did. I think you lie. I think you just make this shit up. I think this is just a crazy conspiracy soap opera that you put on. But maybe you are getting these emails from people in the community, and you just say to yourself, I believe that email. I don't believe that email. I believe that email, but I don't believe that email. And then you go live the next day and say Sylvester Stallone is banging a dolphin. Literally, I wish I was joking. It's not a joke or a shtick. That's what you did. Now, for those of you that don't know about this guy, he has almost 100,000 subscribers. Let me say that again. He's got almost 100,000 subscribers because of what he has said about famous people when they're in the news. See, there are people searching for these famous people when they are in the news, and he likes to talk about them and say that they're doing these evil things, and then he gets crazy religious fundamentalists to click subscribe to his channel. Now, one thing you need to know about him, he calls himself a prophet, a preacher, a paragon of good behavior that is teaching God's way to everybody because he is a good person. But what you don't know about him, and I'm not going to play the video, but I got it pulled up, he has a criminal record that goes from here to the moon and back, even though he probably doesn't believe in the moon. Well, he does. He just thinks it's made out of cheese or flat or something. But what crimes has he perpetrated upon the public? Well, he has an extensive, long list of stalking, felonious cyber stalking, and beating up his wife. And every one of his 7 wives has a restraining order against him, a lifetime restraining order. This is the kind of thing that makes me think that he could probably be lying about all this stuff. You know, if he doesn't care enough to be able to beat the hell out of all of his wives and get restraining orders on all of them, go to jail a whole bunch of times, and then cyber stalk all these other women, if he doesn't care about that, I don't see why he would care about lying about Sylvester Stallone and dolphins every day. The weirdest part about this whole story, and you're going to lose faith in humanity after I say it, 100,000 subscribers, just about there, and he gets a lot of views doing this every day.
And, you know, I know people are still upset with my Mark Taylor rebuke, but this is very important to guard the sanctity of the word of Yah. And
it is. And people like you shouldn't be preaching. If you want to go through some redemption arc and spend many years of your lives as a Buddhist monk or something, or out there repenting for things you've done or proving to everybody that you've changed, I'd be behind you. I'd be like, don't hold the guy's past against him. But you were just in trouble not even a few months before you started your YouTube channel, and that's why you are full of shit. And that's why Sylvester Stallone is not what you say he is, but he definitely isn't. I can't believe I have to say this out loud on my YouTube channel, but this is the world we live in 2019. He's not banging dolphins. He's not. He's just not. Next up. Now, before I move on, actually, if you have a problem with me talking about the fact that he is a convicted stalker and has restraining orders from every one of his 7 wives, go to Glow2, the channel, GLOW space TOO, and actually watch a couple videos and you'll be set. All right, back to the show. because unlike the things that DNAJ Lion 7 says about Sylvester Stallone and all the celebrities that he makes his subscribers off of, I can actually prove that about him. So next up we've got... Oh, this is going to be a good one. Outtakes number 12, Roxanne Glenn and a charlatan exposing something ding dang bing boom boom. That's the name of it. Roxanne Glenn, a charlatan exposing a charlatan, bing bang boom boom.
Exposing this charlatan. Have a good day.
Oh no, you got to hear this. This guy's voice is funny.
Hello everybody, I hope you're doing good today. This video may contain copyrighted images.
That's all I hear.
Audio and or video being used underneath the Fair Use Act to expose the charlatans.
To expose the doo-doo-doo.
It's Flat Earth Outtakes number 12. Roxanne Glenn, charlatan exposing the charlatan.
Darlatan, the darlatan, the darlatan.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Claim that's been taught to you, to me by school. Who teaches us at school? The Ministries of Education. So we have taken it upon ourselves.
Do what, Busy? What are you saying now? I'm not the one that wrote it. You wrote the joke. You put the joke on the teleprompter. If you want better jokes, write better jokes. Lay off me, Busy. You don't want none of this tonight.
To question the claim that's been made and look for supporting evidence for that claim. We found there is no supporting evidence for the claim.
If this is Roxanne talking, and I think it is, shut up. You don't know what evidence is. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We just watched you on DLive. What, like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, we watched Roxanne, the globalist denier, which, by the way, if you break her name down, she's basically saying that she denies the existence of globalists. Hey, whatever, they don't exist, Roxanne, fine. But we watched Roxanne go to a church to try to talk to a guy about flat earth, and he happened to be a preacher that worked at the church. And he kindly asked her to leave once he realized that she was a troll. She wouldn't leave. He called the cops. The cops came, asked her to leave, and she behaved like a complete moron, but in such a disrespectful way. I have no respect for Roxanne, the globalist denier, or anyone that supports her or hangs out with her after seeing literally what she just did a couple weeks ago. None whatsoever.
Therefore, what we've been taught is a lie. Now,
therefore, what we've been taught is a lie, because you can't find any evidence to prove something. Bullshit. You are a liar. You're a dirty liar. You're just a disgusting human being. I don't put Roxanne on my show because she's even more of a disgusting human being than Sleeping Warrior, and that's pretty bad.
to say flat earthers is a crazy claim. Do you know why? Because now the burden of proof is on that person. So you would...
The burden of proof is on the person who says flat earthers are crazy. Okay, flat earthers are crazy. The burden of proof is now on me. Great, because I've got 2 years of this live show that proves flat earthers are crazy, and it proves flat earthers suck. So there you go. You got your evidence. I just helped you out. I just did all the work for you. Take it to court. Sentence it. It's done.
You need to find a flat earther here to have a conversation with.
No, we don't. We don't. That's the thing. You should never have to find a flat earther to sit down and have a conversation with to prove the flat earth. You should just be able to go out and take observations and tests and then figure out the shape of the earth. You, though, want people to talk about flat earth if you think you're going to deny it so that you can propagandize, so that you can lie.
There are no flat earthers here. Do you know what that is? That's a psyop made by the Flat Earth Society, bro.
Oh, I get it, Roxanne. So now, the Flat Earth Society, who is a secret group of globers that pretend to be flat earthers so that they can act crazy and discredit the flat earthers, which they don't have to do. You guys do a great job by yourselves, as evident by what you've been doing the last couple weeks. Just a crazy conspiracy. This is a conspiracy inside of a conspiracy inside of a conspiracy.
To make people look stupid.
Oh, don't even. I'm not even going there.
To make
Ain't happening.
Edition space. Mad, bro. So I hope you've got some informed questions, because if you've got a load of
it'd be great to find out.
Hey, Roxanne, I've got an informed question for you. The question that no flat earther could ever answer. I've got it for you. It's the most simple question. It's the easiest question out there for anyone to answer if they're being honest, and it completely debunks the flat earth. Explain to me the most simplest part of the model of the flat earth. Where's the sun and the moon in relation to the earth with respect to the Terminator line, and what countries/cities are in night and day at any given time? And give me a model that conforms to what I just said, that we can go out and just make simple observations like, oh, this city is in day, this city is in night, the sun is over there, the moon is over there, and the earth is right here. You should have been able to do that before you go out and collect money and preach the flat earth. That's why you don't preach the flat earth. You do exactly what Arwen, Oakley, Dell, and Sleeping Warrior. Did I say him twice? I didn't, did I? Anyway, Quantum Eraser, that's who I was thinking of. You are a flat churcher preaching the flat church.
Okay, first thing he did was ask us if we were flat earthers, so that was a bit of a boo-boo.
It's not a boo-boo, because people need to identify you. We need to identify you. We need to make sure that you can tie your shoes, to make sure that you can walk, to make sure that you can eat, so that you don't end up dying somewhere. You're literally like the intelligence level to remain a flat earther after speaking to someone who can debunk the flat earth is either deceptive or so stupid that we want to make sure that you're not going to, starve to death trying to find a meal.
Okay, I should probably give you a disclaimer, okay? So what we are...
You do need to give a disclaimer. I do think flat earthers should give other people a disclaimer right before they say, help me please, I can't figure out anything, I need to go to a mental institution. That would actually help you out.
A claim that's been made, yeah?
You are making a claim. Every flat earther is making a claim. You're saying that what we can see, observe, and test and prove is wrong, that there's a massive conspiracy that all the people for the last X amount of years have been perpetrating in. You're making a claim. You're making many claims by being a flat earther. Now, if you want to be a flat earther and you want to admit that it is your opinion, that it is your religion, that it is your belief, I'm not going to give you shit. I'm going to high-five you. I'm going to say, good for you. Go do your thing. Freedom of religion. But if you're going to be a flat earther that goes around and trying to tell people that science is wrong and Einstein is this and this guy did that, speaking of which, stick around for Anthony Riley coming up with a presentation, live stream, saying that Einstein is a complete fraud and he can prove that Einstein's wrong and debunk him in his live streamed video on YouTube. Get ready for that. It's coming up. Keep going, though. You're the one making a claim.
Claim that's been taught to me by school.
No. That you just said the claim that's been taught to us. No, see, because if it was a claim that was taught to us, then we could have debunked it ourselves. Got me? We could have. See, this is the problem. You can get up there with your word salad because you've been isolated in the echo chamber of your YouTube channel, surrounding yourself with other flat earthers who also isolate themselves in the echo chamber of their YouTube channel. Now that you have explored out of your cave and you've entered into the world and you're trying to go around and preach the flat church across in your videos and this tour you're doing, and you're trying to go around and make these giant claims about science and how things work, we have stood up and said, oh no, you want to bring that shit out here into the public? We're going to go ahead and stand up and prove you wrong. And until you can do that basic thing I just stated, you are not right. You are ignoring the basics and just continuing to preach and lie.
Who teaches us at school? The ministries of education. So we have taken it upon ourselves to question the claim that's been made.
No, that's the problem. You didn't question the claim. If you want to question the claim, you can sit down, put the flat earth down, put the sun and moon out there, show us, how it would even be possible to have a flat, straight line cutting the earth in half, one side night, one side day on this flat thing, and still have the different places that we observe in day and night time at any given time be the way it is. You can't do that. You have to go around and preach. You've got to go around and make claims.
Look for supporting evidence for that claim. We've found there is no supporting evidence for the claim, therefore what we've been taught is a lie.
Well, you're lying. What is so ironic about what you're saying? It's what every cult does. It's what every liar does. It's what every snake oil salesman does. They hold out a flask of water, a little glass vial of water, and they claim that it's going to cure all your problems. Then a guy runs up and says, hey, I bought that off of you a month ago, and I drank it, and now I'm still sick. I'm still fat. I'm still bald. My legs still hurt. You lied to me. And you run away screaming, I need to go get money off someone else. They found me out.
Now, to say flat earthers is a crazy claim. Do you know why? Because now the burden of proof is on that person.
Wait, I don't even think I can follow that sentence. To say flat earthers is a crazy claim. Are you saying that you're a glober? You've never said that out loud before, so I doubt it. Did you just speak the sentence wrong? We'll just move on from that one.
So you would need to find a flat earther here to have a conversation with. There are no flat earthers here. Do you know what that is? That's a psyop made by the Flat Earth Society, bruv, to make people look
Friend and member of the society, Mark Sargent, sits down for an interview with us. Known for his interviews with subject matter experts such as engineers, military, and other on the top. Well, that's a complete lie. That is a lie. That's a claim. That has never been proven. There's no evidence of it. He also is the author of Flat Earth Clues. That's the only thing truthful that you've said in that paragraph, actually.
stupid.
Hey, that's weird. You're saying that the Flat Earth Society are the ones that put out all the psyopy stuff. Well, Mark Sargent is a member of the Flat Earth Society. He works for them, spreads their word, is friendly to them. And aren't you speaking on this tour with Mark Sargent? You are, aren't you? Huh, strange.
To make people think about a pizza dish in space. Mad, bro.
You know what's even madder is to think that the Earth is flat and there is no space. Just as mad, Roxanne. That's why you're a hypocrite.
So I hope you've got some informed questions, because if you've got a load of Flat Earther questions, bro, you should have found the Flat Earth Society to ask them to.
Oh, that's true. So if you don't know who Roxanne is, good. Don't try to find out. She's just a despicable human being. Let's move on. And some of you might say, but that's mean, UNIRock. You're being mean to Roxanne, UNIRock. You're being mean. I am not being mean to Roxanne. If you want to see some of the reasons why I've drawn that conclusion, jump over on DLive at dlive.tv/UNIRockTV. I was playing Super Nintendo at the end of the day not long ago, and we watched an entire video of Rock. No, I was playing a different game. What game I was playing? What's that called? Greedfall? And we were watching Miss Roxanne the Globalist Denier act like a complete rude idiot at a church, and it was just disgusting. So anyway, let's move on. Uh-oh. Is this gonna be my nightly debunk, Busy? What do you mean, no, damn it? What do you mean? Well, yeah, I'm going to debunk it. Well, if it's here for me to debunk it, it's my nightly debunk. What do you mean, no? Listen, you little flat earther. I'm getting sick of you trying to put these little traps in my show just because you're, ooh, Busy's a flat earther. Busy's a flat earther. Oh, whatever. Stay out of it. Okay, this is the video. Flat Earth, effing eclipses. How do they work? And this dum-dum gets it so wrong that I'm going to debunk this in just a second. Take a look. Sun and moon, 4 inches, 70 miles, distance apart. You tell me. Flashlight globe. Scale distance, 171 inches, which would be 3,000 miles. Shadow and ruler. And what's your point, dum-dum? Shadow of 4-inch ball is 11 inches, okay? Effing eclipses on flat Earth, how did they work? Oh, no, wait, you're making... Oh, no, wait. Oh, what? Busy, I'm sorry. No, don't be mad at me, dude. Don't be mad. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Busy, I thought you were spitting your normal flat Earth rhetoric at me. I had no clue you were really trying to tell me something. I'm sorry. Don't cry. Busy, please. Oh, come on, dude. I've hurt Busy's feelings. It turns out this person was... It looked like a flat Earth video at first, but really they're just trying to make a point. For Dan or Vlad, you don't understand our globetard model, but do you understand your own? And you know what? I was going to say this to the video, just so you know why I was going to debunk it until I realized what it was. So this is a good point. So the light here is small, and this is a bigger Earth. Oh, shit. Okay. So this is a little tiny small light, little tiny filament that's lit up. You got a big Earth here, and the shadow's bigger. And they're trying to say, this eclipses don't work because, look, we can debunk eclipses. But really, that's not true, because in our model, the light is bigger. The sun is much bigger than the Earth and the moon. And in order to really test this, you would need a light casting out, a big light. You'd have to have a really big one in order to line it up like this and for it to be to scale. And if the light was really big and then you shine the light on the Earth, it most likely would make a smaller shadow. See how that works? Okay, you see what I'm saying? Busy, I apologize. Can you turn the music back on, please? I'm sorry. I said it out loud. I'm sorry. God. Almost done. Let's get this finished.
All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the venue. I want to show you guys the venue. Got 50 people watching. Hold on 1 second.
So Nathan Thompson is excited because he's got 50 people watching, which is a new record for him. So he decides to start doing what he always does when he has any attention, whether he's on the street flat smacking people. Flat smacking people. That's a weird smack. That's a flat earth slap right there. Like, Whether he's out on the street flat smacking people or whether he actually has a couple people tune into his show, he starts to have his narcissism show through.
Look at it, dude. We put up that sign last night. It glows and it says Texas. How badass is that, dude? I'm telling
you. That much?
You. Chris Pontius is the man, dude.
No, he's not. Unless you're talking about a different Chris Pontius. Anybody with a debunked circle on their car, anybody with a fake thing that has been debunked many times that does not correlate with reality at all due to observation is not the man, Nathan.
I'm so inspired being over here.
You would be. You would be.
I meet all the flat earthers. I met them all.
Yeah, we know. We know. You got to show off. You kind of got to be a little bit creepy with it, You're kind of getting creepy right now. You can always tell when the creepy's about to come out of Nathan. If you don't know what I mean, just keep watching.
Unless you live in a cave in Thailand, I've shook your hand. And,
I don't know. What about people that live, in Antarctica? You've never been there.
This guy's really cool.
I think that's definitely an opinion.
All right, hopefully I get service in here. Share the video, guys, real quick. This is the Dallas meetup that we're going to have today. Rob Skiba's going to be here. Woketown. I'm not live. Nobody's going to...
Woketown, is it?
Going to be on film right now.
You're not live, are you? Hey, why? Okay.
Okay. All right. That might be Chris Pontius over there. Guys, don't tell him I'm live right now. If I told him I'm not live.
We're not live.
You're so funny.
We're not live. We're just waking up. We're not set up.
3 hours to go.
This is the Blue Wrench Bar. Chris literally put this together in 2 hours yesterday. It was, look at this.
Yeah. Cool.
So we have, on every square inch of the place, a flat earth map, something that Chris built.
We're not done yet.
Yeah, he's the one who does the van. Chris is one of the most creative guys on Flat Earth. If you need a Flat Earth...
Okay, if you like my show and you want to support us and you're thinking about doing a super chat or you're thinking, I like this show, I like this, having a cool show like this every night, consider a PayPal donation at the link in the chat. That's all I wanted to say. Just have to remind people every hour. I think we've been in about an hour. Okay.
Earth model, he's the only person to talk to.
Oh, really? Wait, say that one more time.
Creative guys on Flat Earth. If you need a Flat Earth model,
Oh, I need a flat earth model, Nathan. I need to know what your model is. I need to know how you've got a flat earth and how the Terminator line works with half and half and the moon and the sun where it's at so that we can make observations and see if it's debunkable or not, because every model that you've ever given has been debunked up until the point now where you are trying not to give out a model because you know it'll be debunked and you'll lose more flat earthers from your movement. Please, show me the model. Show me one of his models. I need his model. Show it to me. Please give it to me.
He's the only person to talk to.
Oh, so
and he built
excellent.
Him himself. He's the one in Netflix.
Wait, how did he build it? Wait, what now? Pause the music, Busy. He did what? He built the model.
It's behind the curve. If you want to see him working in the garage, go check it out. I mean, look at all this stuff.
Nathan, you've got time to show us these tiny little plastic wooden models, like a model, but you can't give us an actual model of your flat earth, and yet you still believe in it and it's still real, huh? And you've still debunked, you slam dunked, debunked on the globe, did you? Let's fast forward and actually hear him say some things that are, you know, able to be deconstructed or something. You got to skip a lot of his live stream to get there.
Ago. Right. I would have been a flat earther had I known sooner.
How'd you find out?
Rob Skiba. He went over it, and whenever I finally watched his tapes, I was like, I was forced to, you know.
Poor guy. Poor guy. He still thinks YouTube videos are tapes. He thinks you take a VHS tape, stick it into a computer, and bam.
Real seriously analyze the truth. And
reevaluate what we thought about the floor moving 1,000 miles an hour.
Yep.
Yeah, too bad it does.
And large bodies of water curving around the surface.
Too bad it does.
At 8 inches per mile squared.
That's not true at all, and you know it. You've had it explained to you. I've heard it explained directly to you. You are bullshitting there.
Of downward vertical drop, tangent to your.
That's only when applying it to a circle that's drawn in 2D space that doesn't work for curve. That's drop. It's completely different. I'm not going to explain it right now. I explain it too much. I've been explaining things too much lately, and it makes my streams boring. But you know you're wrong in saying that. But that's why you're saying that, right? Let's skip ahead. So he propagandizes this guy a little bit, obviously manipulates him, but then, of course, because he has viewers watching, he has to show off. This is what Nathan Thompson does. He's a narcissist. You have to say, isn't he that goofy guy that walked into a Starbucks and tried to talk to a NASA employee and was really rude to the guy? Yeah, that's him. He's also the guy that keeps bouncing things on a hammer and keeps trying to juggle and do these. He wants to perform. He needs your attention. He needs eyes looking at him and him being the center of attention.
Not a spinning ball. Is that large bodies of water have no curvature or convexity. They are not.
So what he does is he bounces a ball on a hammer and then lies to you and himself. And that's why he acts like he does. It's actually sad. Busy, do you have any sad music? Because we need to have some sad music to play while we watch this guy and you know, in his sad existence. It's really sad.
Not dropping vertically downward in every direction. Tangent to our feet, and the proof of this is called hydrostatics.
You see? He just lies and bounces balls.
Large bodies of water at rest, the surface is level and horizontal.
You see? Poor guy. We need to get him help. Maybe someday he'll accept the help and he'll check himself in to a mental institution. I'll keep you updated with the breaking news. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump back over here and hear about more aliens and stuff. No. Last clip of the night. Let's go. I think. Oh no, wait. I got a surprise. For you guys. Busy, play the surprise music. Thank you. I got a surprise for you guys. Orphan Red scheduled to go live at 11 p.m. So we've got a new Orphan Red video just ready for us to take. She's live right now. Oh my God. Let's go.
Little campus college presentation thing, then you're religious. Then that's a religious set of beliefs and you're a zealot. And anyone who in any way...
Oh my God, is she finally admitting the truth that she's just a religious zealot fundamentalist?
challenges your religion, you're going to attack them as heretics, as
Oh my God, she is. Holy goodness. Orphan Red finally realized the truth about herself and went live on her YouTube channel tonight to tell everybody the problems that she has. This is real news. I never expected her to finally admit it. Keep going, Orphan Red. I'm excited.
Evil, right? And so we are seeing a lot of that where people are treating each other as, if you don't believe what I believe, you're evil, and anything I do against you is justified. If I get your channel taken down because I don't like what you're saying, because it disagrees with what I think, then that's okay. That's justified because the ends justify the means. And that's just not true. That's not how you get a good society. That's not how you get a good population where
So are you gonna stop finally, Orphan Red?
everyone can kind of be happy and free. So let's look at this.
I'm impressed. You finally came clean, admitted to everything you do wrong, and you're telling us all now. What a good day.
Let's start with this one. So I searched, I think maybe let's start with the second one.
Okay, we are live, Orphan Red. We're live here.
Oh, sometimes these things are so hard to see.
You got a whole bunch of people watching. You got 160 over here. You've got 40 over there. There's 200 people watching. Hurry up, Orphan Red.
Seeing the first... Hold on, let me just see if I have it. Sorry guys, I thought I was so organized. And then I'm not. Yeah, okay, so here we can see. There we go.
Oh, you back? Okay.
The first video that came up when I checked for DuckDuckGo is this one over here where this 13-year-old boy plays my video and
What?
and just calls me an effing idiot.
Well, he's a pretty damn smart 13-year-old then.
Over 20 times. Effing idiot, effing idiot, effing idiot. That's all he does. For 20 minutes, he just plays
Well, he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize then.
my video and calls me an effing idiot and then gives himself a point every time he does that.
Yeah, oh wait, are you talking about Team Skeptic? You're talking about Team Skeptic? You called him a 13-year-old boy. Team Skeptic, she called you. Is he in the chat? Where is he? Team Skeptic, you just got roasted by Orphan Red. Holy shit.
This video blew up. YouTube promoted it or is promoting his channel because he's attacking all the flat earthers. I don't know.
YouTube's not promoting his damn channel. People just like his channel.
No, but
You could say this about Simon Dan because he had a very astronomical growth. Team Skeptic has not had an astronomical growth. He's had to earn every one of his subs. Stop it, Orphan Red. Stop it.
yeah, it just made his he got lots of views, got lots of attention.
Well, at least, you know, wait, here, let me tell her. He is right, you know.
And that kind of made his...
Wingnut, you tattled on me. Wingnut, why'd you tattle on me?
I think a little bit. That's the first video that comes up when people search Orphan Red. Well, when people searched on that day. The next
Oh, come on that day. That changes everything.
one, also, that's not my video. That's someone faking an interview with me where they ask questions and then they show me giggling because I like to giggle. And
Okay, well, it's good to giggle.
and just that's it. So they present it as though I have nothing intelligent or interesting to say. The next one again is a troll video. The one after that also a troll video.
A troll video? I gotta test this theory. Okay. Flat Earth idiots. That's not a troll video. If you watch Team Skeptic's video, he's not trolling you. He's being honest. That might be. Yeah, wait. Dear trolls, who's the zealot now? I don't think these guys are trolls.
And tracking what Google tells them to track. And at least they're being honest and saying, look, if you watch the video, even if you watch it here, you're still going to get tracked. So at least they're telling us.
Who's tracking us? I mean, we know they collect data on us. They're pretty straightforward with it. I will say they collect much more data than they probably tell us they do. I'm with you there.
That's censor me.
Okay, one more time. Here we go.
So that first whole row of videos, none of them are mine.
We're back.
Orphan Red, none of those are mine. Second.
Why don't you go to YouTube and do it? Let's try it. Orphan Red. Well, what? They're not censoring you at all. Look at this. You actually are beating out many of the other flat earthers, and I'll show you in a minute. So Orphan Red, it shows your channel, and it shows your latest videos, which means you're not being censored. If I go to, let's say, Jeranism, we've got, well, they're not censoring Jeranism either. What about Globebusters? Nope, not censoring Globebusters. What about Lift the Veil? Now, what? Hold the front door. Wait a minute. 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 Is it possible? Did YouTube stop delisting people? I know for a fact Steven Crowder is delisted. Oh my God. Whoa. This is crazy. So for those of you that don't know what just happened, okay, this is insane. This is literally is breaking news. No joke. Okay. It's pretty ironic because Orphan Red went live, and I won't put her down for this. I'll actually support her for 2 seconds. You're never going to see this happen again. Do not bring this up in the future. So she goes live with Flat Earth Censored because of a good reason. Let me show you. Back when you used to search, like before yesterday or today, for Steven Crowder, Lift the Veil, Jeranism, or Globebusters, it didn't show their video. Steven Crowder just did a video. Let me find it. He did a video, revealed YouTube's new hidden censorship tactics. Not only did he do this, but the Rageaholic also did a video like this about 3 weeks ago. Now, Crowder goes live and he searches for his own channel on his account, on other accounts, and on new accounts from different places, different locations, and shows that when you do a search for somebody like Crowder, you would only see his channel and you would never see a Steven Crowder video when going down. And if you look, as you can tell, it's still that way. Go down to here. Earthing Ed, Blaze TV, The DC Shorts, Fox News, Blaze TV, Blaze TV, Blaze TV, Brett Weinstein, Powerful JRE, Blaze TV, Inside Edition. Also, Lift the Veil was delisted. So if you go down, The Chopper Well, David Darkstone, 159 views. I'll give it to Lift the Veil. He always gets a couple thousand at least. So what is my point? They've done something different just now. They've kept you out of the algorithm, right? They are still delisting these people. They've just added the latest tab. This was not there for Lift the Veil. It was not there for Steven Crowder before he did this video yesterday. Before he did the video yesterday, you didn't see latest from Steven Crowder when you searched for Steven Crowder or Jeranism or Globebusters. And I've talked about this live. I've shown it to you live. They must have, because of Crowder's video, they must have acted, and Crowder threatens legal action. He talks about the laws they're breaking. It must have scared YouTube into putting up the latest from on the delisted channels, which is crazy because their videos obviously are still not in the algorithm. Look, Crowder has million view videos, 800,000 view videos that are more recent than these. Of course they should show up above these videos, 200,000, 38K, 45K, 28K. My point being, Orphan Red was the same way. I swear to God, this is crazy because if you go down, look, you don't see her. She was right. You get all these other people, right? But they've added the latest from Orphan Red, and it wasn't there before. Swear to God, dude. Maybe it was for Orphan Red. I don't know if it was there or not for Orphan Red. I know for a fact it wasn't there for Lift the Veil, and it wasn't there for Steven Crowder, and it wasn't there for several other people, and there literally is evidence out there to prove it, and it's in Crowder's video. This is nuts. This is nuts. Keep scrolling. I'm down there, I swear. Me too. I'm down there somewhere. So this is pretty crazy. But she definitely, Orphan Red, I don't think she's censored. But I know that, like, Lift the Veil is. Lift the Veil's delisted for good reason. He calls a lot of tragedies that have even video evidence of people losing their, you know, you get what I'm saying? And he says that those are fake. And they've delisted him out of the algorithm for doing this over and over and over and over again. And he's complained about it many times. He's searched for himself and shown the results himself. And Crowder, too, has had his stuff delisted. But I don't think Orphan Red has, honestly. I bet we would see Orphan Red videos not far down. She just has too many high view videos that debunk her, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe she's right. Maybe she's... Maybe not, but let's hear what she's saying. Back to breaking news.
System in a crap world, right? Mark Melbourne says YouTube circa 2008 to 2010 were the golden years. I agree with that. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, especially for the Flat Earth movement, because YouTube will delist people now. It's not like a secret or something. They put it out in their blog that they were going to do this, so...
The internet was made to control society, says Ice Cream for Ice Cream. It may have been intended that way, right? But then...
The internet was made to control society. You could say the internet is being used by some people to influence society. I don't know if you could say it was created to control. I was there when the internet was made. I was there for the very, very early internet. I've used it ever since the damn thing was invented and made public. I don't think that's true. I think if they wanted to keep a tighter system of control, they would have simply just kept the television the main source of data and not given the internet out. I think the internet has done a lot more towards the opposite.
We undermined it. We subverted that goal, and we took it for our own, and we started sharing information, and we liberated our minds, the minds of...
You didn't. You didn't. Maybe some people have liberated others' minds, but Flat Earthers have not Orphan Red, and I will. Maybe you'll go back and watch this. Maybe somebody will tell you, UNIRock, you know, shared some of your stuff. Maybe you'll see Wingnut's comment down there. UNIRock's covering this, because that's what Wingnut told her when I was looking earlier. But Orphan Red, I will pose the same question to you as I did to Nathan Oakley, to Sleeping Warrior. Go watch my video putting out a challenge to those guys. And this is to you, Orphan Red, directly to you. I'll even get off the newsroom. Go down here to my video list on UNIRock 2, and right here, I challenged Nathan Oakley and Arwen. And basically, I'm going to challenge you too, Orphan Red, since they're not answering me. They're too scared. Their Quantum Eraser's too much of a baby to actually answer me, you know? He's scared and I'll debunk him quick, like I just did earlier today in this video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Quantum Eraser busted and erased. I caught Quantum Eraser last night faking some data. You got to check it out if you haven't seen it. This is the short version. It's only 7 minutes long. This is the stream, the 4-hour stream where we caught him doing it, and then this is the sum up of the stream so that you get the proof of what happened, but you can actually have it in a manageable, watchable, you know, stream. But anyway, I challenged Nathan Oakley to do the most simple thing that anyone must do if they want to say that it's even possible to have a flat Earth. I've tried to do this for you. I've sat down and tried to explain the night-day cycle, the terminator line, where the sun, moon, and Earth is, and what cities, countries are in the night and day, when and where, and match it to observation. There's no damn way to do it. On a flat Earth, it would not work. There's just no way. This is the reason why you're wrong. You're not waking people up. You're lying to them. Because if you weren't lying to them, you would, before you got on your channel, fact check yourself. You would go and try to do this. You would try to make a model, or at least a drawing, a paragraph, an explanation, just show people how it's possible on a flat earth. Several people have tried to do this. Now they've stopped. Why? Because we can debunk it in seconds. Anytime you take the flat earth, the flat plane, or a flat little disc flying through, and you try to show us night and day, the Terminator line, and what's in night and dark and all that shit that I just said, you're going to get debunked in seconds, and we can show you observations so that you can debunk yourself. It's not possible to put the sun and the moon on a flat plane and then have it match what we see out there. That's why the earth isn't flat, of course. And I've said this many times, but maybe Orphan Red, even though I think that she is dishonest, and I do, because she says she's been in she's a member of Mensa now, that she's in college. She must be hearing these things, knowing these things, and what do her professors say to her? It all has to be a big act, and I do think it's a big act, honestly, truthfully. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Orphan Red really is a member of Mensa. Maybe she really is in college. Maybe she really is smart, right? And maybe she'll step up and say, I will prove all those damn Globers wrong, those evil, bad Glober guys. And I will finally sit down and I'll be the first flat earther to take a flat plane, show where the sun and moon is, show the straight Terminator line. Maybe she'll even one-up the game, guys. Maybe she'll explain the seasons. Maybe she'll figure out a way to explain the seasons on this crate. Maybe she'll be able to figure out how in the north you've got the 24-hour sun for X amount of time, and in the south you've got it for the other X amount of time. Maybe she'll even explain why you can't see the Southern Cross from the northern hemisphere and you can't see Polaris from the southern. Maybe she'll do all of that, and then she'll prove to all of us that it's not just a big act. But I don't think she will. I think that she'll just keep going live and saying things like this.
Of everything that makes him human, that's not okay. So Noah, so Cherry Pie, I don't want to hear anything more from you unless it's supportive and nice. Otherwise, you can go troll somebody else.
I'm going to be nice. I mean it. Orphan Red, you can come on my show. You can sit down and talk to me. I'll have you on. Seriously. Come on my show. I will not be mean in any way. I have never been mean anyway in an interview. I've had some mean people on for interviews, and I've always been nice. I'll let you talk. I just want to be able to ask a flat earther out there that considers themselves debunk the globe and telling the truth. I just want to sit down and have a discussion with one of you guys and have you show that you can drop the bullshit and you can say, look, for the sake of humanity, for God, after what I just heard you say, do it for the sake of peace. Do it for the sake of humanity. Do it for the sake of freedom, Orphan Red. Do it for the sake of cupcakes and unicorns or whatever the hell you like. I don't know. Come talk to a Glober and answer the easy yet impossible questions that I have to ask you to cover the most basic parts of Flat Earth. But you won't be able to get up on your channel and keep doing this shit if you do come talk to me, because I'm going to debunk you nicely, politely, if you come easily, but I'll let you come try. Are you scared? What are you worried about? You just said you're right. You just said it's flat. Schedule in with me. Come on. Last video of the night. Here we go. You know what? YouTube did change for the latest from. They added latest from to several people that they've taken it from. And I do think it's because of the Crowder video, because the Crowder video had a bunch of evidence in it. It had evidence of what YouTube is calling delisting, and they put it out on a blog maybe 2, 3, 4 months ago. I don't know. One of the recent blog posts talks about they're going to delist videos that they think are inaccurate or have unprovable or debunked conspiracy theories, and they use Flat Earth as an example. You remember that a lot of Flat Earthers talked about how they were going to be censored and all this, and they started whining about it once it happened. Even Jeranism didn't have the latest from not that long ago, just days ago, and I know Lift the Veil didn't because we talked about him in Discord, and I looked him up, and there was no latest from until today. And it makes it ironic because Orphan Red's video is Orphan Red censored, and she's talking about how she's censored and shit. But the day that she does the stream, if you search her name, it says latest from Orphan Red and lists her 2 latest videos. Now, this is something that I've always had on UNIRock 2. If you search UNIRock 2, you'd always see latest from UNIRock 2, and you still see all my videos below it. How YouTube is supposed to work, if you're not delisted, it will rank your videos just like everybody else's videos. So if you go in there, you'll have some of your higher view videos or some of your more, your better watch time, better interacted with videos towards the top of a search for your name. And you'll always have your channel name at the top. But anyone that was delisted will not have the latest from, and they will not have their videos down here, okay? I don't know if Sleeping Warrior was either, but I do know this. Sleeping Warrior is today, 17 hours ago, Albert Einstein was the greatest pseudo-scientist ever. And he's got a picture of Einstein with a speech bubble that says, I'm the greatest pseudo-scientist in the world. After seeing you, Riley, do your experiment with the egg, you're the greatest pseudoscientist, I think, that's ever existed, because you're trying to be a scientist, but you are wrong, provably and factually. What did you say about Einstein, though? Hook me up. Let's see what you got, right? He wants us to join him for a textbook reading of 10 pages about Einstein, the current authority for gravity. Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it there, big guy? So what he does is he goes through this book. He links it to Google Drive, does he? So let's take a look. What is it? The book Free Radicals by the best-selling author of 13 Things That Don't Make Sense, Michael Brooks. Well, why the hell is this, dude? It's a PDF? Well, why won't it freaking move? Why can't I scroll it? If it's a PDF, I should be able to scroll it. Oh, there it is. It was like locked up. Well, I need to rotate the damn thing. I'm going to have to download it, aren't I? I'm not doing it. Okay, hold up. Scientist presents themselves as cool, logical, and level-headed, capable of subjugating their own emotions and idiosyncrasies. And I can barely, it's so small, dude. Let me try to zoom in. This is too small. Oh, that helps a lot. Oh, good. Only lets me zoom in once. Ironic. He's got it underlined, but the reality is that they will do anything, take drugs, follow mystical visions, lie, and even cheat to make a breakthrough discovery. Indeed, many scientists are often more interested in starting paradigm-shifting revelations than in playing by the rules. And what's most something surprising has always been this way. In Free Radicals, best-selling author blah blah reveals the extreme lengths some of our most celebrated scientists, such as Newton, Einstein, and Watson and Crick, have been willing to do, from fraud to reckless and unethical experiment. This just seems like some damn propaganda, Riley. Why would I say this seems like propaganda? If you want to debunk Einstein, why don't you just debunk Einstein? Why don't you pull up the math? Why don't you pull up the model? Why don't you pull up his paper, go through it, and debunk him on screen and earn your damn Pulitzer Prize? Why don't you submit it for peer review after you do it? Why in the world do you have to go into some dude's book and then read sentences of it to people? Let's hear what you got.
Death, aren't you, really? Let's be honest. Eddington was saved from this.
Did you just say, let's be honest? I have proven in the last couple weeks that you're one of the most dishonest flat earthers out there. Maybe that's why you continue to keep saying, let's be honest, over and over again.
When the astronomer royal, Frank Tyson, perhaps understanding Eddington more than most, gave him a dignified way out. Dyson.
So this is just idiots reading books to idiots. Then that's what this stream is. Seriously. Why is it every time I click on a Flat Earth live stream, it's a lot of them just sitting there? Do they just spend most of their time sitting there doing nothing? Yep. Wow. This is riveting. Damn. Oh, wow. Give me the song, Busy. Oh my goodness. Good Lord, you'd think you and Orphan Red, being the paradigm of scientific knowledge, able to debunk even Einstein and his theses and hypotheses and his experiments, would at least be able to set up a live stream and actually do it.
Although the material was very meager compared to what had been hoped for, the writer believed it was convincing, right? So if you believe something's convincing, right? Put it into the context of this. This is when they were testing for
You're pulling a quantum eraser here.
Venus and the distance to Venus and the ping data and the 6-minute time lapse and all that.
You don't even understand how they pinged Venus. You don't even understand how they determined the distance to Venus, the distance to Mars, the distance to the sun. You don't even believe it, and you don't even understand it. How do we think you can debunk it?
Obviously, my position is, how do you know that the ping is due back in 6 minutes?
Oh, there you go. That was such a great point. Holy shit. Globe Earth debunked. How do you know? How do you know? Let's see. You could just test it. You could, test it over and over and over.
Minutes. Green explained, we looked into our soul about whether we dared go public with this news. They had not strong news that did support their assertion, but it wasn't strong.
Wait. What'd you just say? We looked into our soul about whether we dared to go public with the news, but was the only guy who really stayed with it till the end and convinced. What the hell did you just read? You didn't just... What you just said was not on the page anywhere. There's nothing... The word strong isn't even here. What are you talking about?
Bob, some dude from JPL, was the only guy who really stayed with it to the end. He'd convinced himself that he'd seen it, and he'd convinced me.
All right, so what are you saying? That just because all of this bullshit is in a book, that it's means something? So the guy who will question anything, even gravity, will believe what this guy wrote? Why? I wonder if you're believing what this guy wrote because it goes along with what you think. Wonder if that's why you will. Why else is this book so interesting to you? Maybe because the people that it puts down, maybe they had some type of influence on science and the model that we have now, and you are attempting to debunk the model we have now. And by your thinking, which is that science can be argued in the same way that the law can be argued in court, you think that doing this is some type of effective debunk, right?
That he'd seen it. Management asked us to have a consultant look at our results, and we did.
So this is just Flat Earth story time. That's all you do. This is all you do. Flat Earth story time. This is what you got. So how was Albert Einstein the greatest pseudoscientist ever then? Let's go back to the beginning. Let's see what his best evidence is. Let's see what his big power hit is in the beginning of his presentation.
Einstein's track record would set off alarm bells in university personnel departments today.
Well, it's a good thing we don't have to care about his track record. We can just go with his data and then test it and check it, which is the same thing that you should be doing. I don't give a fuck if you are the most ignorant person who goes out and likes to roll around in the mud every day at 2 p.m. before cooking dinner. I don't care if you like to hang out with chickens on a farm. If you submit a paper and you have evidence, you can prove what you're saying, you can have, it predicts things, it stands to peer review, And later, 50, 60, 70 years later, people use new technology to be able to fact check you and show that your equations and your models and everything worked. I don't give a shit about you rolling in the mud at 2 p.m. every day before you made dinner. I don't care. So instead of going in and looking at the history of Albert Einstein, why don't you just pull up his work and debunk it? Because you're claiming he's a pseudoscientist. If he is a pseudoscientist, you know how easy it would be to go in and show where he lied? All you got to do is study what he did. All you got to do is learn all of his equations, learn every part of relativity and everything that he put out, and then you could demonstrate to us exactly where the lies are, where he fudged the numbers. Once you do that, you could create a paper. You could write a big... Oh, wait, you know that. You just wrote a thesis. Well, instead of your thesis being about how flat Earth should be taught as a curriculum in schools due to some crazy thing about alternative theories, which is completely debunked. Your thesis is ridiculous and debunked, by the way, because if a fact can be shown to be false, that it's a lie, that maybe people thought it was real one day, but it can be proven false, then it's not going to be taught in schools. You get me? Maybe in a historical sense, hey, remember when we thought this? This is false. This is what happened. Let's learn from our mistakes. Maybe there. But the reason they won't teach flat Earth in school is because it's easily disproven. And I know you know it is, Riley. And I know you're doing this on purpose. You'd rather sit and read a book that some dude wrote that talks shit about a scientist than actually go look at what the scientist did and debunk him. You get me? Even worse than that, though, you won't even tell us how the night and day cycle works on your flat Earth. You won't even accept the challenge. You'll send somebody to me to say, Riley wants you to join this Discord and sit down and talk to him. Why don't you go talk to Riley if you think that he's blah, 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 blah. I would talk to Riley as soon as he produces the model I asked for. As soon as he submits that night and day with the Terminator line, conforming to the observations we can take out in our reality, I'll sit down and have a nice long conversation with Riley. I'll even advertise the dude on this show. I'll even help him. I'll take his working model that's not debunked by observation, and I'll help him submit it to peer review. We'll help him get it, we'll help him get it out there. We'll help him get it, we'll legitimize it. We'll help him get some awards. He'll be a scientist. He'll become a real boy. But first, Riley, instead of sitting here doing flat Earth, fake-ass fairy tale story time, get out, some paper and a pen, do some real work, actually show us that you can think like an adult, and tell us how night and day work on your flat Earth, where the sun and moon is, and where that Terminator line is. So, are you a YouTube creator? Well, I'm about to hook you up, son. Some YouTube creators think that just because they're not a partner with YouTube, that they don't have to adhere to the standard of monetization and demonetization, which is not true. What the hell just happened, bro? Did my Streamlabs disconnect? What's going on? What's wrong here? Am I still live? I think I'm... Okay, there it is. Where was I? Oh, that's right. Some creators out there think that because they're not a YouTube partner yet, they haven't submitted for monetization or they haven't been approved for monetization, they think that they don't have to adhere to the rules of monetization and demonetization. It's just not true. You do. Are you getting low views and all of a sudden you're like, this video should be doing 80%, 90% better than it is? It's better than my other videos. Everybody's still watching my stuff, but this video just isn't getting any views, and I didn't do anything wrong here. Probably because it got demonetized. Your video still gets demonetized by the algorithm, whether you are, whether you're partnered or not. The algorithm rates your videos. There are two rating systems: monetized, demonetized, and then the other is whether you're mature, teen, general, all, whatever it may be, right? I've talked about this many times, and I've always shown you this video. YouTube's secret rating system by Nerd City. Rated M for mature. YouTube's secret rating system exposed. How to stop it from censoring channels. Well, Nerd City has been working on a video for months. The last time they did a video 3 months ago, and they just uploaded 5 hours ago with one of the best videos I've seen in a long time. It's YouTube's biggest lie. And what it tells us is just how bad demonetization is. Now, there are a couple different trains of thought. I'm under the train of thought that demonetization is a way to censor creators. But that's not what YouTube says it is. YouTube says that it's there so that advertisers don't get, pissed off that their ads are running in front of a dumb video. And I can see why advertisers wouldn't want to advertise on like a flat earth video or an anti-vax video or some extreme type of content, right? Some type of bad content that doesn't revolve around opinion or how somebody thinks, and it revolves more around misrepresenting something, some statistic or some fact, and lying to people. I can get that. But in reality, I don't even get that, because if you think about the basic thought of monetization or running ads, the ads are targeted to us. The content does not matter, right? So if I'm prone, and they say this in this video, but it's a good point. If I'm prone to buy soda off of Amazon and YouTube sees my searches for like Pepsi and that I'm buying Pepsi gear and Pepsi puts out a commercial, they will probably pick me to play a Pepsi ad for. When I go in to watch a video of extreme hang gliding, I don't freaking know. The point is, the Pepsi commercial says nothing about extreme hang gliding or the company or the YouTube channel, none of it. All that matters is they're trying to target people who are likely to click the ad or be affected by the ad to buy the product. That's what makes actual ads worthwhile. The thing about demonetization, it puts forth a lie that something about the content, is represented in the ad, or if Pepsi advertises in front of PewDiePie, they support PewDiePie. In fact, that's just such bullshit. No one thinks that way, but I get it. They have to kind of act like that's what is going on out there, because that's what YouTube says is going on. They go into the data, they start testing keywords over a period of many months, and they have narrowed down words that are more likely to get you demonetized than any other. Now, I don't want to put this up on my screen, and I'm not going to, because there are some pretty bad words in this list. But what will shock you are the words that aren't extreme, and I will tell you some of these words. Then I'm going to explain why they are in the list. So listen to this. If you want this list, join my Discord or go to the video I showed you. It's in the About section of that video. In my Discord room, YouTube creators advice or something like that, you'll see all these lists and advice on staying monetized. So here's some words that are on the list. I'm not going to say the bad ones, but there's bad. Okay, so now, here are some words that are on the list that literally, it's insane that they are there, but there is a 98% chance that adding this word to your title or your tags will get you demonetized. Are you ready? Because it's shocking. The word cheat, C-H-E-A-T. The word set, C-E-T. The word cemetery. The word Cassandra. The name Cassandra with 2 S's. Captured, C-A-P-T-U-R-E-D. The word cancer. The word camel toe. All right, I get the camel toe. I don't get the others. The word coalition. The word coffin. The word colon. The word Colorado. Colorado, the state. Committed. Condom. Contains. How about corpse? C-O-R-P-S. How about crack? Crackhead. Crack whore. Crime. Crimes. Cruel. C-R-U-E-L. How about dank? How about dank memes? Dangerous. Dare. D-A-R-E. DAP. D-A-P. D's nuts. D-E-E-Z. Nuts. Desire. Destroy. Determination. Dutch. That's right. The word Dutch gets you demonetized 90-some% of the time. Dick Cheney. Died. Dies. Directioneers. Dirty Sanchez. Okay, I get that one. Dom, D-O-M. Yeah, I get that. Drug, drove, dozens, as in like a number. Douchebag. Dumbass. Enhanced. That's right, the word E-N-H-A-N-C-E-D is likely to get you demonetized 90-some% of the time if it's in your tags, title, or about section. Enhanced. Existed. Explosion. Extraction. Extreme. Fac, as in F-A-C-K. Fellatio. Female. Females. Findom. Feminazi. Fetish. Fetishes. Fifth, as in the number, or the, a fifth of vodka. Finder, F-I-N-D-E-R, fisted. Okay, I'll stop. This whole list is something that you need if you're a creator, because you need, before you upload a video and you put the title or the tags in, or the about section, to hit Control F on that document and search your words. There are around 20,000 words in that document, and all of them will get you demonetized over 90% of the time, according to an initial read of these papers and the reports there. Not only that, they give you a full report, how they obtained the data, how it happened. Let me give you a little brief rundown. The report is a compilation of 2 larger research projects aimed at trying to better understand YouTube's demonetization robot. The report had the goal and intention to help struggling YouTubers to avoid demonetization, something which has forced countless YouTubers to stop making videos on YouTube and for employees to be fired. The first research project that we will showcase is a project started by the YouTuber Cybreed and later automated by CeeLo of Ocelot AI. The project primarily consists of a 15,000-word list of demonetized versus monetized keywords. The list will serve as a great guideline for which words are at a very high risk of demonetizing any video. Long story short, the YouTube bot has spent years self-learning what to demonetize and what not to demonetize. And because of that, it's teaching itself that certain words end up winding up next to content or in content that gets demonetized. Therefore, those words to the bot must be bad. The bot doesn't know. It's a damn bot. This is a bad thing. This explains why many of my videos get demonetized, because I call Busy a crackhead in the title of like half my videos. Because he's a crackhead. You are too, Busy. You had just admitted it earlier. My mom isn't a crack. Will you stop with the mama jokes? Busy loves mama jokes. It's pissing me off. Take a deep breath. Back to what I was saying. If you need help, if you've been getting demonetized, or if you're not monetized yet, but you noticed certain videos that you do have a much lower view than the rest, go into your analytics, take a look at where the views are coming from, and if it's usually they'll come from recommended and other places. If you need help, join my Discord, hit me up. We're trying to get together with creators. We're trying to sit down and talk to each other, find out when a video got demonetized, what the title and tags were, and we're all trying to figure this out so that we all can, make content on YouTube. We all know that if you get demonetized on a video, your views suck. Well, guess what? Almost all my live streams are demonetized. No joke. It's just like live streams are cursed, by the way. They really are. The main thing is you have to go to the YouTube search and type in the word Nerd City. And you need to go to Nerd City and watch those 2 videos. YouTube's secret rating system revealed, and then the video that was put out just 5 hours ago, YouTube's biggest lie. If you do watch this and you do read the papers that are attached to it, I promise you are going to get much less demonetization and a lot more views on your videos. Just a little bit of advice, trying to help you out. All of it is on my Twitter at UNIRockTv. All right. All right. Y'all, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I honestly cannot believe I get 150 people watching at 1 a.m. I used to go down to 100 by now. Thank you so much. I love making content for you guys. If you want to help out, consider a PayPal donation. It's actually the best day to do it for us because it's the end of the month and we get paid tomorrow. www.paypal.me/UNIRock. And I got to get through tonight and tomorrow before I get paid. It would just help. Don't feel obligated. Just being here, watching, hitting the like button helps so much. Thanks to all of you that do it. Please keep an eye out. I'm going to be uploading more videos now. I'm going to try to upload every day. I'm going to get my YouTube channel back into the groove of uploading. Just so you know, I have discovered that going live is looked at completely different than an upload. So if you get a lot of views when you go live, or if your channel is accustomed to you going live, it's going to get promoted more with from the analytical data. It gets promoted more than if you don't upload as much. And then that way, you know, you just got to keep current on both if you're going to do both. You get me? So that's another piece of advice I'll give you. But I'm going to be uploading more. Keep an eye out for them. The video that I did today shows what we found out in the live stream last night. I'm going to shout it out one more time. If you haven't seen it yet, it's only 7 minutes long. Don't click this one. It's 3 hours long. Click this one. Quantum Eraser busted and erased. And then BM Furball busts Sleeping Warrior. Now, Sleeping Warrior, ironically, I just showed you. And we're going to go out with this. So thanks for watching. One more shout out to the shills. And actually, I want to drop their link one more time. I'm going to see. Did we get them to 1,000 yet? What? We did it? We did it! The shills is at 1,000 subscribers. Hell yes. That makes me so fucking happy. I promised you guys I'd do it before Monday. It's Monday. Did I make it? Or did Monday tick over? Or did it happen today? You know? She doesn't know. Anyway, okay, I'm happy. That's freaking awesome. I might be on DLive in a little bit, but if I'm not, it's because I'm going to be uploading in the morning and I'm not staying up late. Anyway, if you haven't seen this, please check it out. Well, I already told you that. Yeah, please hit the like button too. But over on BM Furball's channel, I just ironically showed you Sleeping Warrior hating on Albert Einstein with a book. And Einstein could have been the biggest dick in the world. But unless you're too scared to actually go at his data, Sleeping Warrior, maybe you should stop talking shit, because you're acting like a little bitch. Go on BM Furball's channel and watch Anthony and the Flaming Pants. Because he shows this, and I was actually pretty shocked. Hey, Sleeping Warrior, if Einstein's the fraud, is the fraud Einstein, or is the fraud Sleeping Warrior Stein? We'll take a look at this clip from BM Furball's channel, and you tell me.
Specific. Remember early on, Anthony was doing a very specific job of cropping this image so that only specific parts of it could be seen during the stream? Well, let's look at what the entire letter looks like. Why would a letter written in 1907 have stamps with Albert Einstein's picture on them?
Wow, holy shit, that's a really good point, BM Furball. Why would there be stamps of Einstein, the stamps that were given to Einstein because of how awesome and shit his theorems were, on a paper that rejects Einstein when he first submitted his work to university?
This is clearly visible in Anthony's image, but he intentionally cropped it out. He even...
Well, damn, man, what are you scared of, Riley? What are you so scared of about Albert Einstein, where you've got to stack the deck against the guy?
Cropped out some of the lettering on the side just so that the people on the stream couldn't see the stamps of Albert Einstein. Because if you saw that, you would know that this is completely, utterly bogus.
I'm not going to speak to the validity of the letter. I would want to research it first. And I don't doubt that Einstein was rejected when he first submitted his papers and his theorems. I wouldn't doubt that he was rejected because he changed the face of physics. And when you make a radical change like that, I could think back to when people first started saying that the Earth was a globe, and certain scientists were completely shunned and put down because they were trying to tell people the truth. You get me? And they met forces. They met people out there that didn't want to accept it. Some of them were killed. Some of them, it was considered heresy for some. You've heard those stories, right? And I'm not going to speak to the validity of the paper. I'm not going to speak about the paper at all. I'm going to talk about how much of a little freaking lion douchebag Sleeping Warrior continues to be exposed every few days for something else he, Nathan Oakley, and Quantum Eraser and Arwen do to try to hide things from their audience, to try to stack the deck against the people that they talk about. It's just dubious. It's just deceptive. And that's what I show about Quantum Eraser in the video that I uploaded earlier today. These guys are putting on a front. They specifically avoid things like the challenge I put out, because if they do those things, they know it's not going to affect their audience. They're propagandists. If they want to prove that they're not propagandists, they'll start by actually answering my challenge, which you know what it is, right? And I won't explain it. But even more so, they'll stop with the propaganda. They'll stop trying to convince people that Einstein was a drunk, or that whatever, a scientist liked to visit the whorehouse and stuff, or like another scientist was just a mean guy. They'll stop worrying about all that because science doesn't give a shit about that. It never has. It cares about the data. It cares about what you show, your experiment, and we all fact check each other. That way, people like Sleeping Warrior and Nathan Oakley can't slip through the cracks as they manipulate things like they do on their YouTube channels. When you isolate people and you get them in an echo chamber, then you can propagandize them. You can leave out certain experiments, leave out certain bits of information. Somebody that seeks the truth does not do these things. Somebody seeking the truth isn't scared of any piece of data. They don't give a shit about the shape of the earth. I don't give a shit about the shape of the earth. You come to me and prove to me that the earth is flat, I'm going to put it on this channel. You come to me and prove it's a triangle, I'm going to put it on this channel. You want to prove to me it's a globe, I'm going to put it on this channel. It doesn't stack up, Riley. And we're going to keep showing when you guys are deceptive. We're going to keep doing it so that more and more of your brainwashed supporters are met with the evidence that they need to see to know the truth about you, or until you guys stop doing it, man up, and actually address the hard questions. It's easy to sit around and cry about the Coriolis effect. It's easy to crop a letter that Einstein wrote. And it's easy to take money from your audience by lying and defrauding them with false information based on your religious insecurities. What would be hard is to actually answer those basic questions and not stop, to not move forward from those easy, those primary questions like the night-day cycle and the Terminator line, to not move on from them until you can put out a model that isn't debunked. You got me? Another thing that they could do, and you guys should eventually take us up on this, you could just admit that this is your opinion. You could admit that it's your opinion that the earth is flat. You could admit that it's your opinion that Einstein was wrong. You could admit that you're doing it because of your religious insecurities, whatever it may be. You could start, you could stop attacking science until you actually can prove what you're saying, until you actually have evidence. You know, that thing called the truth. We'd leave you alone either way, whether you start admitting that it's your opinion or whether you stop deceiving people. One of the two things needs to happen, or else we'll just keep making the content we make. All right, I'm UNIRock. Thanks for watching. This is my nightly show, UNIRock Live, where all the craziness, all the weird things that I can find out there, all the stuff that gets rejected because of how nuts it is, it winds up in my channel at the end of the day. For this live show, if you end up coming here to watch, please hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate all of you that are here. I appreciate the creators that are in the audience. If you want to make a video with me, just join my Discord. Get a hold of us. Join the Discord. We'll have you come in. I'm going to try to make videos with people in my Discord here in about a week or so. And if you have a channel and you want to participate, we'll let you. I don't care how big or small your channel is. Now, keep an eye out. Like I said, in the future, we're going to try to get Professor Phil back in here because that was a great show. I learned a lot, and I thought it was a lot of good stuff was brought up. We're going to try to get him back soon. And Psyman Dan is coming in to talk and do a show with me here in a few weeks. So we got a lot of good stuff planned. We're going to go out with Hoodwinked by an Angel. Michael Fazio with him continuing to explain giant aliens abduct 7 little people from bottom of the flat earth and reprogram them to mine element 115. I'm UNIRock signing off. Busy, you want to add anything in here to the end? I don't know. Maybe you left it downstairs. I don't want you smoking crack. Get out of here with your crack. Guys, Busy says bye. See you tomorrow.
That's not necessary. I need to just close this curtain a little bit, and then, in fact, I had a perfect live stream. I had a perfect signal with Daisy on the phone this morning, and then we spoke on Skype for about what we talked about a couple of days ago. Are welcome, in fact, to ask the genetic defect in the what is now called gnomes and what is called, for the time being, the Dave from Little Testes, Texas. Testes are similar to testicles, okay? So these genetic samples are required because apparently the giant reptilians need DNA samples of the things they wish to change so that they can go back to the first DNA sampling of those things. So in everybody's history, the DNA begins somewhere. So the giant aliens have in fact abducted 7 little gnomes, which are related to the little fellas and of course the oldest little fellas. And they have that DNA sample. However, Pennsylvania trucker threw a wrench into this entire process a few weeks ago. He stopped the flow of jujubes to the gnomes. Okay, so I'm going to go to my notes now because it gets a little complicated and I want to give it to you in an orderly fashion. Genetic experimentation in order for the giant reptilian aliens to take a DNA sample from their sphincter muscles and date those DNA samples to a time before time, and to go back in time and to correct the genetic defect in the what is now called gnomes and what is called for the time. Once you see that the earth is flat, you will realize that the story that you have been told, that the earth appears to be a ball from space, which are nothing more than CGI images, and billions of dollars spent on those CGI images, you will understand that the earth is not, in fact, a ball. So what we are going to talk about now are giant aliens. And we're going to talk about the giant aliens because they have recently abducted 7 gnomes, which were their original types, but now they prefer to be called little fellas. So these gnomes have been abducted for genetic experimentation.
There's no